Yo, what is good? What is happening, ladies and gentlemen? We are here today doing a early morning stream, kind of new. Well, not really. It's just been a while. It's been a while since we've done an early morning stream, but I do want to stream later on today about something else. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and knock Daima out of the way. Let me go ahead and get this review done and out there. And I was like, okay, screw it. I woke up early this morning. I was like, man, I'm too tired to do a stream this early. It was like 5:30 in the morning. I was like, nope. But I'll go ahead and set up a stream for later on in the morning. So here we are. And I am going to be streaming later tonight. We're going to be doing the Ricada stream that I talked about a couple of days ago. So that's going to be tonight. But this stream is going to be, of course, Dragon Ball Daima, episode 3, spoiler review. So it's another great episode, man. And I don't know, like, I know I said it in the first review, and I'll say it here again. Something about like the vibe of this series just feels more akin to old school Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z than it does than Dragon Ball Super ever did. I honest to God, I don't know why, because the thing is, Toriyama was involved in Dragon Ball Super. He wrote a lot of the story in Dragon Ball Super. Now, he wasn't as involved in Super as he was in OG Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. Obviously, because Toriyama was writing the story directly for the original manga. But the way that Super would work is that Toriyama would basically write out an outline. He would write out certain plot points that he wanted to make sure happens. And then he would give those outlines, those plot points to Toei and to Toyotaro, and they would do like an interpretation of those plot points, those plot outlines. And so that explains like the discrepancies, the differences between like how some of the arcs go in the manga compared to how they go in the anime. Obviously, there are some differences between like the Universe 6 arc in the manga compared to what it is in the anime. The Goku Black saga in the manga compared to the anime. There's differences. The Tournament of Power is different in the manga than it is in the anime. But there are just certain key plot points. There are key plot points that are brought out in both versions. So both versions are canon, but you really have two different canons. You have a manga continuity, and then you have an anime continuity. And maybe that's why Daima feels more like old school Dragon Ball, is because Toriyama was more directly involved in Daima as compared to Super. Whereas Super, it was just advising, plot outlines, plot points, have at it. Like that was basically how Super worked. And so maybe Toriyama being much more involved in Daima is why Daima feels more like old school Dragon Ball. Because it really does. And Toriyama, like, we know this from interviews, we know this from reports that have come out about Daima, is that Toriyama was much more involved in Daima than he has been in any Dragon Ball project in the last decade, really. Like, he would write a lot of the story himself. He would do, like, a lot of the artwork himself. I think it was even said, like, he did more artwork for Daima than he ever has done for any Dragon Ball production outside of the original manga, which is insane. So this is clearly something that Toriyama like really wanted to be a part of, a story he really wanted to tell. And I guess that would explain why Daima feels so much closer in terms of the tone and the vibe to the original Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z. But at the same time, what is very interesting is that this series also has a vibe very similar to Dragon Ball GT, which, again, people don't seem to realize this, but I know that there was an interview years and years and years and years ago where Toriyama was asked about GT, and he gave GT his blessing. He said, yeah, if I were to have continued this series after the Buu arc, after the end of Z, after Goku meets Oob, if I was to have continued the series, obviously he has continued it since then with Super and Daima, but back in the day, like this is like the early 2000s or late 90s, he said, if I had continued the series after Goku met Oob, then GT is probably some version of what I would have done. So he would have, he said like GT is kind of like I could have seen myself going in the direction of GT after the Buu arc. And he gave the series his blessing. So that's why when I hear people say, oh, the reason that GT is bad is because Toriyama wasn't involved in it. And I'm a GT defender. I like GT. In some ways, I like GT more than Super. There are some things I think Super does better, but in many ways, I like GT more than Super. And Toriyama gave it his blessing. He served somewhat of an advisory role, although very minimal on GT. And yeah, like I don't know why people just automatically assume GT was bad because Toriyama wasn't directly involved when the man himself gave the series his blessing. So it doesn't surprise me that because he liked GT, that he would try and do his own version of some of those concepts and ideas with something like Daima. And that's really what we see in this episode in particular, is that this really feels a lot like GT. And I'm going to be making some comparisons here when we get to the demon world, when they actually enter the demon world. But before we start off with that, we have Shin, we have Goku, we have Glorio. They are traveling out in space, and they're looking for a waypoint into the demon realm. And this waypoint is the giant fish that we saw from episode 1 called Warp. And this fish is very sensitive, and Goku is very Goku's being Goku in this episode for sure. Like, now that he's a kid again, like, it seems like he's picked up some of his more childlike tendencies in regards to manners and politeness, and Goku is just much more honest. He calls Warp a giant goldfish, and Warp is like, I'm not a goldfish, shut up, young buck. So he gets insulted by Goku, and Goku doesn't know when to shut up, and Shin is like, Goku, shut the hell up. Like, don't insult Warp, all right? It's the only way to get into the demon world. So Shin has to try and shut Goku up. Warp does eventually let them into the demon world, but not after something very interesting happens before they're allowed access to the demon realm. And that is that apparently only demons are actually allowed in the demon realm. And of course, we know, as Shin said in the last episode, everybody from the demon realm has pointy ears, but not everybody with pointy ears is from the demon realm. But, you know, he says it's a pretty safe bet that if they have pointy ears, they're probably from the demon realm. And so obviously Glorio has pointy ears, Shin has pointy ears, which is going to tie into a plot point we're going to get here in a little bit because we got some new lore dropping in this episode. But then Warp looks over at Goku and he's like, does he have pointy ears? And Shin actually uses his magic to grow Goku's ears, to give him pointy ears, as you see in the picture on screen in the thumbnail. And guys, I know I've been hammering this point away, but I really want to keep stressing this because I think it's quite obvious where this is going. This is called foreshadowing, folks. This is a writing technique called foreshadowing. And Toriyama is doing a lot of blatant foreshadowing with this episode. Because, well, really with this series in general, for one particular plot point, which is that Goku is going to get some kind of new form, and that form is probably going to be related to the Uzaru, and the Uzaru are probably related to the demon realm. And we're seeing another bit of foreshadowing this episode with the pointy ears. Why? Because as I've said before, and I'll pull this up, I'll show you guys again. Uzaru have pointy ears. They have pointy ears. You can see it. They have pointy ears. So again, and I'll keep stressing this until we actually get the form. I think what is going on here is that the Saiyans in the past originate from the demon realm. I think the Uzaru represents the original version of the Saiyans. I think what happened is that the Saiyan race, as Uzaru, existed in the demon realm. That's where they come from. And XP Comics was bringing this up in the private DMs that we have over on Twitter. He was bringing up this idea that maybe, because see, I always assumed going into this series is that the Saiyans escaped from the demon realm, meaning that they at some point broke free. They escaped from the demon realm. They traveled out into the mortal universe, and they settled on planet Vegeta, or I guess planet. I guess it would be planet Sadala. What's up, Tevin?
I'm all right.
How you doing? You good?
I'm doing fine. You like this episode?
Oh yeah. This episode is great. I mean, I get a lot of GT vibes from it.
Same.
So what do you think? Do you think that the theory that the Saiyans are actually from the demon realm, and like their ancient version was the Uzaru, and we're going to get a new form based on Uzaru that ties into that demonic origin?
It wouldn't surprise me if they made a new transformation, since that's the staple.
Right.
But I was not really sure if I agree with that one.
Well, I was talking to XP Comics, and we were talking about how I thought that the Saiyans, like, their original form is the Uzaru, and at some point they escaped the demon realm, traveled into the mortal universe, and eventually they evolve into the more humanoid form that they have now. And when they go Uzaru, it's basically an atavism from that ancient original Uzaru ancestors. Now, again, my whole thing is that I thought that they escaped from the demon realm. XP Comics brought up the idea that maybe the Uzaru were so dangerous, they were just going on a rampage in the demon world, that they were actually exiled from the demon realm.
Possible.
Yeah, I think, and again, like I've seen this in episode after episode after episode in this series. I'll go back to the original image, but we keep getting this, like, these little hints about, like, all these races coming from the demon realm. We got the Namekians, we got the Kais, the whole pointy ear thing, the Uzaru having pointy ears, Shin making Goku's ears pointy in this episode. And to me, it's all foreshadowing that we're going to get some kind of demonic Uzaru form. And that we're going to learn the Saiyans come from the demon realm.
Like a mix, like their own version of Super Saiyan 4?
Yeah, a canonized Super Saiyan 4.
Oh, I would love that.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. It's going to be like something in the demon realm, especially if the Saiyans originate from there. Something from the demon realm is going to trigger this transformation.
Which like how in Super they use the God Key.
Yeah, and it would explain too why we don't see this form later in Super, because Daima takes place before Super. The reason we don't see this form in Super is because they can only use it in the demon realm. But
because we know in the original, Piccolo's origin was always confusing. Like you always say he was a demon, but then he went to planet Namek, and he thought he was an alien. And now we learned that there are demons, actually demons now.
yeah, well, to me, I think Daima really does fix the plot hole that we had there because, King Piccolo always called himself Demon King Piccolo. But now that we have the explanation that they originate from the demon realm, they left the demon realm, they settled on planet Namek and started living there. It kind of solves it because, yeah, they're technically aliens, but their original origin is the demon realm. So they're also technically demons. So it makes
some information on Frieza's race.
Yeah, I don't know how important Frieza's race is going to be because Toriyama did say in an interview that Frieza's family are mutants as far as their species go. Like most of Frieza's species is not that powerful, but like there's just something about King Cold's family that just makes them that powerful. Like they're just freaks of nature.
Or even you learn Frieza has a dad, where he never and a brother. So where's the mom? But then we learned that their race make children asexual.
Yeah, it could be like with the Namekians where they just spit out eggs or something like that, or he may not have a mom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the pointy ears thing, I was like, this is just so much foreshadowing. Again, for the third episode in a row, we're getting foreshadowing about the Saiyans coming from the demon realm, a possible canonized Super Saiyan 4. And it's probably not going to be called Super Saiyan 4. It'll be a Uzaru humanoid hybrid. But it'll probably be called like Super Saiyan Primal or Super Saiyan Demon or something like that.
I thought Broly's that in between rage form is like a mix between their version of Super Saiyan 4.
The Ikari form?
Yeah, the Ikari form.
The way it's described is that it's utilizing the 10 times boost of Uzaru in the humanoid form, which is Super Saiyan 4-esque, and it may be possible that Broly could be the exception to where he could possibly use this type of form outside of the demon realm because Broly is just a freaking mutant. Broly's a freak of nature. So he's not a typical Saiyan.
Okay.
But yeah, so continuing on with the episode, they're able to get into the demon realm, and this is what I was talking about, like this episode being very similar to GT. So when they get into the demon realm, they describe that there are 3 regions of the demon realm, and the 3 regions, Glorio is from the 3rd demon realm, the 3rd demon world, the 3rd region. And so the way that it's described is that you have like demon realm, like a 3rd demon realm, you have the 2nd demon realm, you have the 1st demon realm, and it almost seems to be a sort of class system. So with the 3rd demon world, that seems to be where a lot of the lower class demons live. The air is very heavy with gas and pollutants created by these volcanoes. The 2nd demon world seems to be more higher up, more sophisticated, as Glorio describes it. And then, of course, you have the 1st demon world, which is where Goma is from, the little imp from the 1st episode, and where the Supreme Demon King is supposed to reside, where Deborah ruled from, where Goma is now ruling from. And so there may be some kind of like there may be some kind of like class warfare going on here because this series has been described as being kind of the Game of Thrones of Dragon Ball. So that we may be getting something about that. And there's a line, and this is some interesting lore. There is a line in this episode. Let me see if I can pull up a good picture of Glorio and Shin while I talk about this. This one's okay. This one's okay. We'll use that one. But there is a line in this episode where Glorio actually says that Supreme Kai is what is known as a Glend. And the Glend live in the second demon world, or they originate from the second demon world. And Supreme Kai even says, like, I've never actually been to the third demon world. And Glorio says, well, I suppose that you and your sophisticated kind would have no reason to come to the third demon world. Which is kind of confusing. And I was really scratching my head when this lore was revealed, because it seems to suggest that the Kai originate from the demon world, which contradicts what Toriyama was saying. I guess it's probably been 15 years ago at this point, where Toriyama had an interview where he said that the Kai race are grown from a divine tree. They're grown from these magical fruits, and they are selected to become Kais. The actual race was called the Shin, is what they were originally called in the interview. And then amongst their race, some are selected to become Kais, and ones born from golden fruits become Supreme Kais. And then there's some bad ones that are born that are cast into the demon realm, and they become Makaio Shin, the demon Supreme Kais. Now, the thing is that if the Kais originate from the demon world, does that mean, if we, assuming that Toriyama hasn't thrown out that interview and decided to go a different route with this, does that mean that the divine tree is in the second demon world?
I thought the tree was in its own, had its own little realm place.
That's what I assumed as well. And the way it's described in the interview is that the Kais have like their own special planet where the tree resides, because he says, like, in the interview, Toriyama said, like, Kais, the Shinjin, like they grow up on this planet. They're taught in these special schools, and they're taught like all these godly duties and stuff in case they're selected to be Kais. But the way that Daima seems to describe it is that they're not called the Shinjin, they're called the Glend, and they originate from the second demon world. But again, it's contradictory, because let's just assume that the tree, let's assume that the tree thing is still true, and they're born from the tree, and the tree is in the second demon world, and then they're plucked from the demon world to become Kais. Let's just assume that's how it goes. There's still a contradiction here, because it says that the Makaio Shin are cast out into the demon world. So if all the Glend originate from the demon world, how can the bad ones be cast out into the demon world when that's their original home? I mean, it's kind of weird, because it does, like, the old interview seems to suggest, like, well, they're basically tossed in there as a form of punishment, imprisonment. I'm not sure. And it may be the case. It may end up being the case that Toriyama decided to
change his
mind. He ditched the old lore, which is fine if that's the route he wants to go with, because, again, none of this has ever been stated in the actual series. It's never been shown on screen. It's never been stated on screen. It's never been a part of any series. All of that lore originates from a Toriyama interview. So if he wants to change his mind, he can change his mind. I mean, it's fine. It's just, I guess, for people that have actually kept up with the interviews and the data books and the Daizenshu's and all of that, it's just, we've had that type of lore ingrained in us for so long. But it wouldn't be the first time that he has changed his mind on something.
True. I'm a big fan. I'm well, look at my name. I'm a I'm one of them war guys, so I try to keep it intact. But if he changed his mind, then I guess I could take that too.
Yeah, I can swallow it easier because it's something that was never stated in the actual series. It's something that hasn't been brought up before in the series in any kind of media. It's just from that one interview. So I can swallow that better, because if it was like, if we had actually already seen all this stuff in the series, then I'd be like, okay, wait a minute, what's going on here? But because it was never actually shown in the series, it's a bit easier to swallow.
Well, now we know that the angels have the home world as well, right?
We don't really know where the angels come from. I mean, we know that
it was
we know.
it was shown in the super manga when they were going towards the Universe 6 tournament. They were talking about different type of animals, and then Reese brought up a bird from his home world.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Conversation. They're bringing up random stuff, and Reese brought up an animal, and they said, "Oh, where's that from?" And then he's mentioned the name of the planet, but we don't know where it's located.
I completely missed that. I mean, I know that their father is the Grand Priest. I always just assumed they came from wherever Zeno is from, which I would assume is something that's outside of the multiverse. But yeah, I completely missed that then. But then again, like those early days of the manga, I wasn't paying as much attention to the Dragon Ball Super manga because the anime was still ongoing.
True.
And my attention would have been really divided. So, yeah, that's interesting. So the angels actually have like a planet they come from,
and plus we know that out of all the angels, the small one, the small child one.
Mm-hmm.
That's one is is actually the oldest of the angels.
Oh, the little girl.
Yeah, the elephant destruction god.
Yeah, I forget her name, but yeah, I know who you're talking about. She has like the ponytail.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I feel like since we're going into the demon realm and we're getting this lore on the Kais, I feel like we're going to get more god lore, and maybe this is going to explain more about how gods are selected, because the implication wasn't super, at least when it came to the gods of destruction, is that they're basically chosen from mortals to become gods.
Yep.
Because we springs up quite a bit, like the potential of Goku and Vegeta to become the next god of destruction. And then there's the theories out there that Frieza wants to be the next god of destruction, which honestly, I think Frieza wants to be the Omni King. Because there is that line he has in the Tournament of Power where he's looking up at the Zenos and he talks about how childlike they are, how childish they are. And he says, like, one day I'm even going to overthrow you.
Yep.
So he Frieza may become a god of destruction at some point, but I think that's just a stepping stone to becoming the Omni King. I mean, I think there's a good chance that Frieza, like when they decide to actually end Super and wrap all this up, I think there's a good chance Frieza might just be the final big bad.
Yeah, because he's supposed to be. They haven't gone to the tournament to see Oob yet, so they have time.
Yeah, I think that if Frieza does overthrow the Omni King at some point and becomes the new ruler of the multiverse, I mean, that would set up for a pretty epic final battle.
I agree with that one. Then we can maybe see the angels fight, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, because you would assume, okay, Grand Priest ain't gonna roll with that, so we may see like Frieza actually, overthrowing, getting so strong that he's able to topple the Grand Priest. I mean, it could be crazy.
Oh, because I can see, there's a YouTube channel called Rising Fist.
Mm-hmm.
They did a bunch of like Dragon Ball related stories, and they did one where like a what if, well, no, it's more like their own universe where like Bulma did something to Dragon Balls to make them stronger, and then
Yeah.
Frieza came and used them, and it made like a whole bunch of stuff happen. So then Vegeta had to go to the Omni King and the Grand Priest, and he said, "All right, these Dragon Balls can't be used anymore. We're taking the power for you guys to resurrection to go away. So now everybody had to had to grow old and go to the afterlife like normal. So no more revivals for anybody. So we had like an old man, Goku. Vegeta became the new god of destruction, and Frieza used that wish to go towards to create his own little realm. And he learned, the Super Dragon Balls and Zurama.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Frieza was able to find out with like the other half, like the negative version half of the Dragon Balls, and like kind of combine with that essence to make like a technique that can make anybody obey his command. So he did the grand plan. He went to the Grand Priest to say, "Hey, come, let me fight you." So he fought him. Grand Priest fought him. Frieza lost. And so he was going to get wiped out. But he said, "No, please, let Zeno wipe me out." So, all right. But then Frieza used that technique to control Zeno. The Zenos to destroy the Grand Priest and Angels. And with Super Dragon Balls, and then the Zenos themselves. So he basically won. Because without them, nobody can revive anybody anymore, and the Dragon Balls are gone.
Yeah, I mean, I could see Frieza pulling a stunt like that. Yo, what's up, Ruby King? How you doing? If you want to hop in here, hop in here. Invite link is in the chat.
I'm hoping for maybe what's that called? The Makayo, the one in charge of the Demon Realm. It's not Makayo Shin. It's the different one.
You mean Goma?
Yeah, that title.
I think Goma's just because it's never been confirmed that Deborah is actually like any kind of like Kai or anything like that, or Makayo Shin. I think that Ruby King says, "I'm coming." That's nasty, dude. This ain't that type of stream, bro. No, I think Deborah and like Goma, I think they're just like regular demons, but I am interested in like the line of succession because in the video game continuity, Deborah has a sister, Toa. And you would think, okay, if let's assume that Toa exists in the anime continuity, you would think, okay, if Deborah doesn't have any children, if he doesn't have any heirs, the line of succession would pass to Toa. But she's nowhere to be seen. We're not told if Goma, like, is Goma related to Deborah? Is he part of the royal family? Like, there's, like, what gives him legitimacy to be the new Supreme Demon King? Like, what gives him the right? It's never been, I mean, unless it's something to where, like, maybe Deborah just, it was his will for Goma to be the successor or something, maybe. That could be it, but we don't know.
Well, we never knew how Deborah was before Bobby. He could have been a different kind of guy.
Yeah, well, there's actually, in fact, let me go ahead and bring this up. There's actually a Deborah statue that's shown in this episode right here. And you see he has like he's like got the peace sign up and everything. And I'm like, well, this is a little bit kind of wholesome, kind of goofy somewhat, and I'm thinking to myself, this could suggest that before getting wound up with Bobbity, that Dabura was actually not a terrible guy.
I agree with that.
I mean, he could have been. I mean, I'm sure he was strict, and I mean, he is a demon, so I'm sure, he ruled with an iron fist. But as far as like, he may have had like his own code of honor, and we never really, like even before he was taken over by Bobbity. I mean, it's not like he stirred up any trouble in the mortal universe or anything. He just ruled over the demon realm. He made sure the demon realm functioned. So we don't really know what kind of guy he was beforehand, and he may have been a pretty all right dude. I'm not necessarily saying a good guy, but he may have just been an all right dude. He may have just not been trying to go, rock the boat too much, essentially, when it comes to things.
Well, like a firm leader with a gentle hand.
Yeah, firm but fair. Yeah. And I do think we're going to get more about Dabura and even his father Abra, because they are seen in the ending. They're shown like in the background, the ending credits. So I do think we're going to find out more about them and why Goma is specifically selected to be the next the Supreme Demon King, because there is other Demon Kings, lower level Demon Kings. We know there's the Demon King of the Third World, which Glorio is actually working for, and was the one that actually sent him to find Goku. And actually, let me see. I forget what his name is. I think it's Demon King. I want to say Kodon or Kadon. Let's see. King of the Demon Realm. Yeah, there are multiple kings of the Demon Realm. The Demon Realm's absolute ruler being the Supreme Demon King, which is what Dabura was, while lesser Demon Kings rule over the 3 Demon Worlds. Let's see. Go ahead.
Is the Demon Realm guy the lower Demon King shown in silhouette?
Well, no, we don't see him. Here it is, Kadon. Here we go. His name is... Oh, crap. Hold up. It just takes it to a list of minor characters because he's not really been shown that much. Oh, my God, these ads. Yeah, Kadon is the king of the 3rd Demon World. Now, there is a character that is seen in the trailers that some people have actually suspected might be Kadon. Let's see if I can pull up an image of him. There is a character that some people suspect could be Kadon. And I'm not seeing a good image. Let me just pull up the trailer. Maybe I can find it. He kind of looks like a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of looks like a wizard a bit. Let's see, Dragon Ball Daima trailer.
Like the Megra type of figure?
No, he doesn't really look like Demigra. He kind of looks a little bit goofy. I think Geekdom described, because I saw Geekdom's video, the review that came out for episode 3, and he kind of described him as looking like a One Piece character. Let's see. Oh, right here he is. This guy. Yeah, there's people speculating this might be the king of the 3rd Demon World.
Okay.
Which I think it's definitely possible. Yo, Ruby King, what's
Oh,
up?
I'm coming. I'm here. I came.
Oh Lord, do you need a towel? Do you need something to clean it up with?
No, I have my beard.
Uh,
It's enough.
That's probably not sanitary, but okay.
It's a new wave thing. Everyone should try it.
Oh God,
Try so I don't feel alone.
Hashtag beard rag. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh,
How's everyone doing this morning?
good, man. Doing pretty good. Talking about Daima. It's always a good day when you're talking about Daima.
It's always a good day when you're talking about Dragon Ball in general.
Yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah, I don't know if I've actually talked to you about it. Yeah, I've been having car trouble the last week. I think I'm finally going to get that fixed tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to that.
What's wrong with it?
Alternator went out.
Oh, alternator, that's easy to fix.
It is on most vehicles, but mine's kind of buried inside the car. So,
what kind of car do you have?
It's a 2015 Honda Pilot.
Oh, I don't know how to do. I'm asking these questions like I'm a mechanic, but I'm not. But I have changed out my alternator before, so
yeah, we were because I got my sister's boyfriend to help me out with it. And he's got all the tools and stuff and everything. So actually later today, probably after this stream, we're going to get it taken off, and I'm going to go take it somewhere to, they take the old one and there's like a core charge that they reduce the price on another alternator. And get a new one. And then we're going to put it back on and then hope and pray to God that it starts up. And if it doesn't, I'm going to get on here and I'm going to eBay and be like, listen, guys, I need $20,000 so I can get another car. Subscribe to the Patreon, become a channel member. There's my PayPal and stuff at the bottom of the screen.
If you give me some money, I just may show a titty.
If you give me some money, I may start an OnlyFans.
There you go.
There you go. You'll get that 20 grand real quick.
That's right.
Yeah. If the girls can do it, why can't we? Right?
That's right. I'm tired. Listen, I'm tired of this unfair system where it's a woman's world. All right. All she got to do is show some titty and she gets the money. All right. I want to be able to show some man titty and get the money. I'm sick of this shit, man. It's unfair. It's unequal. I'm going to go protest.
Free the hairy man nipple.
That's right. Free all the nips.
Yeah. Step aside, ladies. Men taking over.
Go
make a sandwich.
Equal. All nips are equal.
Yeah, all nips are equal, except for the black ones.
Fine.
I didn't say that. You said that.
Oh, damn! I don't got my my Mr. Popo. Damn, my white Mr. Popo.
That's right, Grand Wizard Popo.
Oh, Grand Wizard. If only that's just a dream. Oh, call me. Oh, I do not fuck.
Mr. Popo does not fuck.
Oh my god. I can't believe they did that. That's the actual actors. It's not like AI or anything like that. I know.
Did you hear the one where Goku's voice actor was calling Gohan the F slur?
Yeah. My son's a fag.
Yeah, it's like, oh shit. I'm surprised that when that shit came out, they all didn't get canceled.
I'm kind of surprised about that too, but at the same time, it was the weed wars. Everyone had picked their sides. You couldn't falter on a side. Can't criticize one or the other in a way.
Gohan leaks.
I mean, but Gohan. I mean, listen, Gohan's got one of the baddest bitches in the series, though.
Oh, Videl? Oh yeah, Videl's really bad. I like Videl.
Oh hell yeah.
I mean, she's no 18, but
short hair or long hair, Videl?
Ooh,
pigtails. Oh, pigtails definitely.
Pigtails are nice because if you're hitting it from the back, you can grab her pigtails.
Oh God, yes.
Speaking
of coming.
Oh, speaking of coming. Oh,
Big Hair Videl. I love Big Hair Videl.
Oh, pigtails are my favorite. I think you know what? I think I like Videl when she appeared in Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, where she has the red dress. Like she has long hair, but it's not too long, and it's not too short. It's a nice, unique look for Videl.
So you got a pregnant lady fetish? Is that what it is? That's a yes. You don't even have to say it. That's an automatic yes.
So maybe
That's a wow. That's an automatic yes.
If it's talking movie designs, and I prefer her design in the second Broly movie.
Oh, wait,
second. With the dress.
Yeah,
she does have that dress on. She does look nice.
Actually, we'll look up Videl stuff here in a second. While we're on the topic, I did want to get your opinion. So Glorio in the episode talks about the king of the third demon world. There's a lot of speculation it's this guy.
It could be. Akira is kind of known for making like wacky leader characters.
Yeah,
that have positions of power.
And if Glorio is a good guy, you have to assume that the king of the third demon world is probably a pretty good guy as well. And this looks like a good guy character.
It could be. Because again, Akira Toriyama, he likes to subvert your expectations. So this could very well be the Demon King Lord. So you think Glorio's a good guy?
Yes. I know there's some speculation out there that he might be a bad guy. I know there's that scene in the episode where like he's talking about how he does some work in the first demon world, and Spring Kai's like, oh, what kind of work? And he's like, just stuff here and there, little odd jobs and stuff. And Spring Kai's like, this is sus. It's like, I get it, but I think it's a red herring.
I don't think he's evil. I just think he's probably more of a gray character, like a gray area. Like, yeah, he's within the gray area on the spectrum of good and bad. Like, he's not really good, but he's also not really bad.
Well, let me rephrase what I'm saying. I think that ultimately, in the end, he will be a good character.
Yeah, yeah.
I watched Geekdom's review of the episode, and we lost Tevin. No,
come back.
Tevin, come back to me. I should have never set you free. He might be having camera issues. I saw him messing with his camera. There might be some technical issues, but
yeah.
So Geekdom actually made the comparison between Glorio and Han Solo.
That's a good comparison.
And remember, Han Solo was kind of a scoundrel to begin with, but he was a scoundrel with the heart of gold.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking that Glorio is actually going to end up being. Let's see if I can actually pull up an image of Glorio in the trailer. I guess this one will work. Oh shit! Come on. Okay, there we go. But if you notice, he has the jacket, he's got the gun. It does kind of give a Han Solo type of vibe.
When I first seen Glorio and the fact that he has a plane, I was thinking Han Solo all the way as well, like a alien blue emo boy Han Solo.
And that's his Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that's his Millennium Falcon. Yep.
Question is, does he have a Chewbacca?
I guess Goku now is his Chewbacca.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Think about it. Chewbacca's basically, aren't there Sasquatch, alien Sasquatch, alien Bigfoots? Bigfoot's an ape. Goku's monkeys aren't really apes, but it's close enough, right?
It
could turn to a hairy giant monkey. So, and Chewbacca could kill the shit out of Han Solo if he wanted to.
That's like saying, well, Canadians aren't really human, but they're close enough.
Are they though? Are they really human?
They're close. I didn't say they were human. I said they were close enough.
Are you Canadian?
No, I'm not.
Oh, Canadians aren't human.
But see, the thing is though, like I can go after the Canadians because they're so damn nice. I don't have to worry about retaliation.
Yeah, exactly. You can just push them around, because they're nice and shit. They're not like the Australians. They'll kill you.
Yeah, Australians will. Yeah, Australians have like kangaroos, and those things will claw your eyes out. It's not fun.
But we shouldn't fear them, the Australians, because they did lose to freaking birds.
Birds.
Yeah, the Emu Wars. You ever heard of the Emu Wars?
No.
Yeah, the Australians. I don't remember what decade it was. Probably like the 1950s or before that. They had a literal war with emus. And they lost. They lost.
They lost to birds.
Yes, they lost to birds.
Jesus.
And,
I mean,
and it's not a badass bird like the cassowary or whatever the hell it is, that the one that's literally like a dinosaur with that big ass crest on his head that's known for killing a man with one kick. It's not a bird like that. It's fucking emus. I'll beat the shit out of the emu any fucking day.
Why can't they lose at least to an ostrich or something?
Yeah, see, an ostrich would have been. I would have gave them a lot more respect for losing to ostriches. Those are some big ass birds. But an emu, no, come on.
Or lose to the kangaroos. Kangaroos are vicious.
Yeah, kangaroos will F you up, like that kangaroo with that dog. Remember that? That happened years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking kangaroos are terrible fucking creatures.
That kangaroo grabbed that dog and was like, you better be glad that all dogs go to heaven because you about to go there today.
Yeah, and they made Kangaroo Jack.
Yeah. Why is it when I type in Videl Battle of Gods, one of the first images is a close-up of her breast?
Because she's that woman,
Jesus.
Videl is definitely top tier Dragon Ball waifu.
Oh
top
God.
tier.
Oh God, yeah. I mean, oh my goodness, yes.
She's only really defeated by 18. 18 is always. I don't think there's ever been a moment where 18 lacks in her appearance. She's always looking good. GT 18 is nice, She got a little bit. She got her hair is a little bit shortened up. She's wearing like a much more, I guess, I want to say like a business kind of suit. I don't know how to explain it. It was the 90s, in Japan. You got 18 right now on not in Daima, but in Dragon Ball Superheroes. Her hair is a lot more shorter. It's kind of like almost like a bob cut, almost a Karen hairstyle. But
yeah,
but it's working for it. She's pulling it off. She doesn't look like a Karen, or she looks like the Karen that you want to smash. This is the Karen you want to be with.
Yeah. No, I absolutely. I mean, yeah, 18 is like top tier. Like, and in terms of looks, yeah, like I can't think of a bad 18 look. Like even with Bulma's had a couple of questionable looks.
Yeah, she did.
But
she did.
18, I don't think has ever. Yeah, I don't think 18's ever had a questionable look. And then I'm sorry, but Chi-Chi's Boost Saga look is dumb.
I kind of don't mind it, but it is Chi-Chi's weakest appearance. I mean, her GT appearance is just terrible, but I give it a pass because she's old.
She's old at that point. Yeah.
She's like an old woman. But her Boost Saga, her best Boost Saga look is at the end of the anime. Well, those filler arcs at the in the Boot anime where she has the bangs and she looks really good there.
Dressed up Chi-Chi?
Yeah, dressed up Chi-Chi.
Yeah. No, you can't tell me that this look is good for Chi-Chi. Come on, dog.
Nah, it's not her best look. It's not. I don't think she's ugly, but what's fucking it up is her. If she would have kept her bangs and not have her hair in that fucking bun, she would look okay.
I think we can all agree, though. Like adult
best
Dragon
Chi-Chi.
Ball. Yeah. Oh my goodness, dude. Holy shit.
That's Dragon Ball older Chi-Chi and then Z right next to her. So best Chi-Chis.
She had that Chinese princess look going on fantastically. Oh my god. Yeah,
Damn.
23rd Tenkaichi Budokai Chi-Chi is just, that is fantastic.
Oh yeah. I kind of wish that Akira did more with Chi-Chi. I wish Chi-Chi doesn't have to be like the strongest fighter or anything like that. But I kind of wish he would have hopped in on the battle with the Saiyans. Like she did some training on her own, and she kind of hopped in there, kind of got beat up a little bit by Vegeta and Nappa.
Yeah,
didn't die.
Yeah, she could have kept up with the boys for sure. At that point,
yeah. She was the strong until 18 came around. She was the strongest woman in the world.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, if she, like once they get to the Frieza saga and stuff, at that point she kind of does become outclassed. But then all the Earthlings become outclassed at that point. But
yeah,
in the Saiyan saga, no, she could have definitely kept up with the boys.
Yeah, like all she needed was she just needed to be stronger than Chaozu. That's it.
That's not a high bar either.
No, it's not. It's not at all. Chaozu was the weakest link. That's why. Oh, he wasn't the first to go. But if he would have fought a Cyberman instead of Yamcha, he probably would have been the first to go without the Cyberman actually having to sacrifice itself.
I agree. And I'll tell you this right here. So I have heard from people. I've heard from people say like, oh, when it comes to bad Dragon Ball characters, like people have said Yamcha sucks. People have said Tien sucks. And given, like, okay, here's the thing. Yamcha, for me, yeah, he had his girl stolen by Vegeta. I understand that. But Yamcha actually made something of himself. He has a very successful baseball career.
I mean, when you are a martial artist in the Dragon Ball universe of that caliber, you've been trained by Master Roshi and God. Why wouldn't you take up a baseball career?
Yeah,
Yamcha has to be a millionaire. Not quite on the level of Bulma, but he gotta at least have a few million in the bank.
Yeah.
And on top of that, he was a bandit. So, yeah.
Yeah. Tevin, I don't know if you have technical issues or not, but if you can, hop back in. But yeah, younger Chi-Chi is absolute fire, dog. Oh my god. But no, like I give Yamcha respect because Yamcha actually, he realized like he wasn't going to be able to keep up with the Saiyans and the Namekians.
Mm-hmm.
And so he actually did something with his skills and made a good career for himself, which is respectable. My problem with Tien is Tien still to this day thinks that he can keep up with the Saiyans and the Namekians. And it's like, bro, let it go. Like, you're just delusional at this point. Like, stop. You need help. You need an intervention.
I don't know, man. I mean, well, super power scaling is a little all over the place, especially for the human characters. But if Tien had one moment to shine, it would have been in Super. And in the anime, at least, he doesn't really shine. I mean, I think he was the first to be taken out in the Tournament of Power, which sucks.
No, Tevin's right. See, Tien should have settled down with Launch.
That would have been great. He's a warrior, though.
What Tien should have done is he should have settled down with Launch, because Launch is a bad bitch. All right, she is one of the best characters in the fucking series, even though Toriyama forgot about her.
Forgot about her.
He should have settled down with Launch. Given he does open a martial arts school in Super, which I think was smart. But because maybe he should have realized, okay, you know what? I can't keep up with Goku. I can't keep up with Vegeta. I can't even keep up with Piccolo. I can't even keep up with Krillin at this point. So instead, what I'm going to do is one of these days, all of these people are going to die. All right. And there's not really anybody taking up the martial arts schools at this point. Like we don't see Goku going out there, starting up, a new Turtle Hermit school or anything like that.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot of students.
Yeah, he's got Oob later on, but that's more of a personal thing. You know what I mean?
And Nekomajin Z.
Yeah,
that's one of his students.
Yeah, technically, but canon and all that.
Right,
shit,
right,
you know
right.
what I'm saying? But so he's not really like taking in like students like on a regular basis or anything like that. And even Krillin, who you think would be like the obvious one to pick up Roshi's legacy and start his own school, like he doesn't seem to be interested in that. He's just doing his family thing with 18 and Marin. But have Tien open up a martial arts school. That way, when all the Z fighters are dead, there's still martial artists in the world who can defend the earth.
Yeah, that makes sense. That would have been cool too.
But
if
instead,
instead,
this fucker comes back in the Buu saga, and it's the most hilarious thing ever. It's so insulting, but it's also hilarious at the same time. He shows up, Majin Buu, not even Majin Buu's full body, just his legs, runs over there and just knocks him out with a kick.
Yeah.
And then when Kid Buu destroys the Earth, Goku and Vegeta are on the Supreme Kai world. And they bring up how, we lost Gohan, we lost Goten, we lost Trunks, we lost Piccolo. This is horrible. No one mentions Tien. No one says,
oh my God, you're right.
No one says a fucking word because Tien was not dead. He was unconscious. No one
Goku didn't even save them.
No one says a fucking word about. I mean, listen, I can understand not saving him because he was in a different location. They may not have had time. I get that, but no one even brings it up. They literally forgot Tien existed.
Wow, I didn't even think of that. Poor Tien.
Like this dude just got shitted on. He literally came back for a few chapters in the Buu saga just to get shitted on.
I blame Akira on that. No. I blame the editor because if I was Akira's editor, I would have been like, you gotta give more for Tien. You gotta give him something more to do. It's Tien, the original badass rival, anti-hero rival. Because basically, Piccolo and Vegeta, in a sense, stole Tien's shtick.
Yeah. Tien. I mean, the writing doesn't help. I can't get behind Tien. But here's the thing, though. As bad as Tien is, Chiaotzu's even worse. Because
Chiaotzu's bad.
The thing is, we can all point to a time where Yamcha and Tien were badasses. We can all point to a time. No one can point to a time at any point in this series when Chiaotzu was badass.
Except when he killed himself.
No. That was like if he had actually killed Nappa when he did that, okay. All right. Props to Chiaotzu.
All Chiaotzu needed to do was hurt Nappa. He couldn't even manage to do that.
He didn't even destroy his armor.
No, he didn't.
I actually forgot about that until I went back and rewatched it. It wasn't, because I always thought, because, he does lose his armor at some point. I thought it was Chiaotzu's attack that did it. It was Tien's attack that did it.
Yeah, it was a
I'm like, oh, shit. Like, he didn't even destroy his armor. That's pathetic.
Yeah, Chiaotzu was lacking on that train. Chiaotzu's holding Tien's back. He needs to kick Chiaotzu to the curb. All right, Chiaotzu's fucking it up for him, man.
That may be why Tien never got with Launch, is because Chiaotzu is, he swings that way and he's a jealous boyfriend.
Maybe so. So.
He's like, no, Tien's mine. You can't have him, bitch.
Tien just doesn't want the drama, He's like, Tien, you would think Tien is the top to Chiaotzu bottom. But it's actually the other way around.
I'm going balls deep, Mr. Tien.
Chiaotzu, no!
Oh. I'm gonna self-destruct all over your insides, Tien. Yo, Chiaotzu's a menace.
He's a straight menace.
He should have stayed dead. Like, the world would have been better. The world, honest to God, would have been better off if Chiaotzu had just stayed dead.
Yeah, Chaozu doesn't need to be around. Chaozu, I like Chaozu, but he's not my favorite DBZ character at all.
I've never liked Shiatsu. I'm just like, why the fuck are you here? Like, you can't even do math. You can't even count.
I can't. That's how Krillin kind of one-upped him.
It's like he lost because he's too stupid to do basic math.
Yes.
What the fuck is that?
I like Dr. Brief's cat more than Chaozu.
Dr. Brief's cat is they should have brought Dr. Brief's cat to fight the Saiyans instead of Chaozu.
Yeah, he probably would have softened their hearts. Maybe Nappa wouldn't have died. Don't forget Ranfan. Oh, Ranfan is hot as well. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that's a classic.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ranfan, and I think brought up Angela earlier from the Great Saiyaman stuff. But wasn't she kind of shallow? Like she was only dating Gohan for. What was she dating Gohan?
Oh, the redhead chick that looks like the chick from that one Akira Toriyama comic manga.
Oh yeah, like she like he thought that she found out that he was the Great Saiyaman.
Great Saiyaman, but she saw his underwear, which had a teddy bear on it.
She's
cute. She's cute.
That's a blackmailing bitch. No, you can't. No, you don't put your dick in that. That's
Iraza, the chick, the blonde chick with the blue eyes, Vidal's friend. She's hot as fuck.
Yeah, but she's a bimbo.
Yeah, that's the point. You're supposed to just hit it and quit it. That's it. Maybe come back for seconds, but you know.
Speaking of shallow motherfuckers, Jesus. No,
I'm just saying.
No, Angela is the type of chick to cut a hole in the condom so she can blackmail you with the baby. That's the kind of chick she is.
Yeah, you come to her, you be like, wait, but I wore a condom, but it's your baby. How many babies are born with tails, Gohan?
It has a monkey tail, okay? It's like
put Gohan on child support. Child support money coming from Ox King.
I mean, he's got it.
Yeah,
he's got it. That's why I never understood why Chi-Chi always wants Goku to get a job. You're a princess.
I think Akira Toriyama, I mean, I have no evidence to this, but I think Akira Toriyama was thinking that Chi-Chi kind of wants a bit of a normal life, or what she perceives as a normal life. And that's why she doesn't ask for handouts from her father. And because they should be living in a fucking castle. For crying out loud.
It's her birthright. She's like, if that's the Ox King, she's literally the Ox Princess.
Yeah. And wouldn't that make Gohan and Goten and Pan princes and princesses as well?
Yeah.
Oh.
So when you like, there's a line somewhere where Chi-Chi like brings up like, you know, Bulma like spending extravagantly on something, and it might be in the first episode of Daima I'm thinking about. She says like, oh, you know, like the things that rich people can afford and spend their money on. It's like, but you're a princess. You should be rich too. Like, why are you? It doesn't make sense.
I don't think Ox King gambled all his money away. I'm pretty sure he still has it.
Yeah, I don't know. Like if I was in Chi-Chi's position, I'd be like, Goku, I don't really care if you get a job or not. We're fucking wealthy. I mean, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, and she shouldn't be pressuring Goku to get a job or even fight in a martial arts tournament because, yeah, she technically have it. I mean, unless she's waiting for her dad to die. Her dad to die to inherit the money.
That's, oh my God. Chi-Chi's she's one of those women. She's like, all right, daddy's dead. We got the money now. Everybody can quit their jobs. Let's go party.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Zangya, she's pretty cute too. I like Zangya. She only has 1 or 2 appearances in the entire anime in the movie, but she's good.
That's a one and done though, because she's gonna kill you afterwards.
Oh yeah, definitely. Once she gets her nut off, she's gonna nut you off.
Bulma's mom.
Bulma's mom. I mean,
I love
someone got like a gilf.
Yeah, I love the abridged version where what was it? Was it Yajirobe or Gohan like called her Mrs. Brief and she was like, "Oh, you can just call me what everybody else does." What's that? Gilf.
Gilf. It works. She doesn't really age. I guess Akira Toriyama really likes her.
Yeah, we haven't seen her though in a while. I mean, wait, was she at the birthday party in Daima episode 1? I'm assuming she was, probably as a background character.
I don't know. Did Dr. Brief make it up? Usually when Dr. Brief makes an appearance, she's usually there in the same episode.
They probably did, but they were just in the background and didn't say anything.
She's literally just that side character. Or background character, I should really say. She doesn't really amount to much other than this is Bulma's mom.
Yeah. Mr. Satan's female assistant and Piccolo's driving instructor.
Female assistant, what's her name? Piazza?
Yeah.
She's cute. I like Piazza. The driving instructor, I can see why people will like her, but I'm not too crazy about her.
Bulma's sister Tights.
Tights all right. She's just a tier under Bulma.
I was about to say Bulma's a superior sister.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah, you marry Bulma, you get not only one of the best looking female characters in the entire series, but also one of the smartest female characters and probably the richest person on the whole fucking planet.
Yeah.
Because everybody uses Capsule Corp technology.
Yeah, there's no rivals, or at least none that I know of. They either bottom out or just crushed them in the competition.
Dr. Briefs was the real Dr. Briefs and capitalism was the real villain all along.
Yep.
Time on Dragon Ball Z, Goku uncovers the dark secrets of Capsule Corp's success and has to fight the dark forces of capitalism.
Dr. Brief's cool. Leave him alone. Leave Dr. Brief alone.
He's cool in the canon series, in the abridged series. Holy shit.
He's a monster.
Yeah, he's fucking evil.
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact,
not
speaking of evil,
racist as fuck. He was like when Trunks was crying, he was like, "He sure is whiny. Let's get that from his monkey half."
Why? Yes. Oh my god. Dr. Wheelo has an interesting dialogue with Dr. Gero in the new Dragon Ball game, Sparking Zero. It's quite interesting.
Yeah, like they know each other.
Yeah, like at least it seems that Dr. Gero knows of Dr. Wheelo. He's like, Dr. Wheelo, what happened to you?
Well, I actually assume I know it's from the abridged series, but I always assumed that the geniuses of the world, like maybe if they never actually met in person, they were aware of one another.
Yeah, it's kind of like how every martial artist is aware of Master Roshi and Jackie Chan.
Right.
So it only makes sense. Western
Supreme Kai. So I don't know if you guys have ever read Dragon Ball AF. It was actually okay. So Toyotaro, the guy that does the super manga, actually wrote Dragon Ball AF, and that's what got him recognized by Toriyama, and that's why he selected him to do Super, because his art style was so similar to Toriyama's. Now, the thing is, it's actually revealed that the Western Supreme Kai in that manga is a villain, and she creates a Saiyan Kai hybrid with Goku called Zykor. So she basically pulled a Talia al Ghul on Goku. Yeah,
she did. And Zykor is like one for me for the longest time was like the coolest fan fiction character ever.
I mean, you got to think. So Kais are gods, and then Goku is a Super Saiyan. So technically, Zykor was the first Super Saiyan god.
Yeah, pretty much. There's a lot of AF that was taken from AF and added into Dragon Ball Super. Starting with Battle of Gods, that movie, because the moment they did the whole Super Saiyan thing for Super Saiyan God, I was like, oh, that's how they got Goku back from Young Gigi's Dragon Ball AF.
Yeah.
They need like all these Super Saiyans to get the Dragon Balls and put some energy or whatever in it.
Well, since we know Super Saiyan 5's from Dragon Ball AF, you think this might be what canonized Super Saiyan 4 looks like?
No, I think a canonized Super Saiyan 4 is going to actually be GT because it's so iconic and it sells.
Oh, you think they're going to actually do the red fur?
Yeah, if they decide to let Goku become Super Saiyan 4, it's going to be the red fur because it's going to be so iconic. It's going to blow up the internet. Everyone's going to be like, "Oh my god, Super Saiyan 4!" That's what I think is going to happen if they go that route.
See, I was thinking what they might do is maybe, because there is actually Super Saiyan 4 had a different design before the final one, the red haired form or red furred form, and it was this. It was kind of like a gray fur, black hair. I mean, it was similar.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, and it's actually used as the alternate for Super Saiyan 4 in a lot of video games. But
yeah,
I thought maybe they might go that route.
Yeah. It will be interesting, but I think they'll play it safe and just go red fur. It's more known, especially since since it is Super Saiyan 4.
Yeah. Yo, Tevin, welcome back.
Tevin.
I'm back.
You brought up Colonel Violet. Listen,
I remember her.
Listen, do you remember though, like her personality?
I don't remember her personality. She's a filler character though, isn't she?
No, she was part of the army in the OG.
Yeah, she was part of the Red Ribbon Army. I don't know if she's in the manga, but she was part of the Red Ribbon Army in the anime.
Yeah.
But Colonel Violet, remember, like when she first was introduced, she sacrificed all of her soldiers to get the Dragon Ball. Like, she just straight up let them die. She even fed one of them to an alligator. She didn't give a fuck, but she saved a baby monkey.
Yep.
Colonel Violet cares more about animals than she does people. So she's not gonna fuck you, all right? I don't think she's even sexually attracted to people. She's more likely to fuck a monkey than she is a human.
Well, she's more likely to fuck a monkey. Maybe she's likely to fuck a monkey man.
A Saiyan.
Yeah, a Saiyan. Well, she might want you to be either like you gotta look like Super Saiyan 4 or you gotta be a grade 8.
Oh my god.
Grade 8's too much.
That's way too much.
That's too big. That's too big. Please, just go back to normal.
She might look at Super Saiyan 4 though and be like, that tail though.
Oh, that tails can do wonders. That fan-made Super Saiyan 4 that was pretty cool not a long time ago, but like a year ago.
Anine from the Goku wedding filler, which, in my opinion, that wedding filler is some of the best filler in Dragon Ball.
It is.
I love that wedding filler.
You're talking about the chick with the Bancho fan thingy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the giant chick.
Yeah.
It was a Grandpa Gohan. Which, by the way, shout outs to Grandpa Gohan spending eternity with Anine. Oh my god, my man.
He has a giantess fetish.
What's wrong with that?
Oh, nothing. I'm just saying, just that one.
All right.
I'm into 50-foot tall woman.
Oceana Shenron, she'd kill you.
And that's not her real form.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I know it says human form, but her real form sounds like a dude.
I think Oceana Shenron is a dude disguised as a dude dragon, disguised as a female dragon.
Oh wow! So
yeah,
correct.
Yeah, I'm not. Nope. I'm not putting my neck in that.
Though. She got a cool attack though.
Yeah, she is one of the. I wish she had stayed in her female form though, because I think that form's honestly cooler. Her real form is just really generic.
Yeah, I think if they were to ever revisit GT, which I think they should, and we're gonna make GT better. You know, the baby arc, the Super 17 arc, and the Shadow Dragon arc. They should revisit those Shadow Dragons and redesign all of them. And redesign, yeah, most of them, and redesign their concept, especially Ocean and Shinra, because you can have this sort of like, oh, it's a dragon woman, but she has a beauty side and she has an ugly side, like Zarbon. But you can make the ugly side look like, yeah, it can be ugly, but it can still look appealing in a way, if that makes sense.
A female Zarbon.
She'll be a Butch Dyke.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Ew. Oh.
She'll be a Butch Dyke that transformed into a beautiful woman.
Ooh.
See?
Nah. She's not on the list anymore. She's absolutely.
I'm surprised they've never done that. A female Zarbon. But I guess there have been female characters in Dragon Ball that are different colored skin and different exotic hair colors. So I guess that has been a thing.
I love that clip from DBZ Abridged where Frieza's talking to the Ginyu Force and Zarbon comes in there. He's like, Lord Frieza, can I please use the space phone to contact my girlfriend? Yeah. And then Frieza just pauses. He's like, I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
He's like, yes, my girlfriend. He says something. He's like, what? I'm not gay or what?
Yeah, he's like, Frieza's like, oh, well, no, it's just I thought you were, you know what? Never mind. And it doesn't matter. And then Zarbon's like, well, it matters to me because frankly, it sounds like you thought I was. And then you just hear Vegeta blowing everything up in the ship.
Yeah. Zarbon had some good lines. One of my favorite lines, I think it was from the Bardock special, when he goes, "It's raining men." He's like, "It's raining men." Hallelujah. Whatever the fuck he says. It's so funny.
Yeah. Zarbon in the abridged. I like there's characters that are forgettable in the main series, but like the abridged just adds so much more character to them.
Yeah, like the Dorio.
Morning Wizard.
Hello,
if you want to jump in, invite link is in the chat.
Come on in, Wizard. Don't be afraid of Papa Ruby.
Don't be afraid of the Anemu.
Yeah.
And then like Dodoria. That's still one of the craziest shit.
I'm a woman.
It's like Vegeta's like, here I am beating her ass like a woman. He's like, I am a woman. And he goes to his backstory. It's like, and that's why I was the prettiest woman on my home planet until Frieza blew it up.
Oh, but I hate the Doria's voice that they have for him now in like the new video game. It sucks. I'm like, it doesn't fit the Doria. You should have this booming, fat, obese voice, not this weird, scratchy voice. Sound like Starscream for some weird reason.
Yeah, like he sounded like honest to God, like the Doria back in the day sounded like some fat Southern dude. Some fat Southern old man sitting out on his porch with a shotgun being like, I miss the old days before the Union victory.
Yeah, that's the Doria. But now he sounds like a fucking loser. They need to actually cast their guys.
We have got to take Wizard and we got to drag his ass to Japan and we have got to indoctrinate this man.
You will become weeb in due time, Wizard. In due time.
Have you been to Japan before?
We will even change your name. Wizard, from Wizard of Wordplay to Wizard of Otaku.
I've never been to Japan, but I'm gonna get there before I die, even if I have to sail across the Pacific Ocean.
I'll get to Japan one way or another, even if I have to smash a bunch of old ladies to get to it.
Oh my god!
How else am I gonna make the money?
I'm gonna get there eventually before I die, and I might, depending on how it goes, I might just stay there. To be honest with you.
Oh, you'll stay. I don't know if I would want to stay in Japan, but I wouldn't mind owning like a residency there, if that's possible. Yeah, like every summer, go to Japan, go to the beaches. You know, they got that. They have that fucking park where there's the deers that walk up to you and you can feed the deers and shit. That's interesting to me. Or you know, where you can go and see the macaques swimming in the fucking hot springs and shit, bathing. I want to see shit like that.
Welcome to Japan, where the beaches are fine and the bitches are finer.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Could you speak up? I'm not wearing my pants.
The only thing about Japan, they don't really like black people all that much. Thanks to fucking Johnny Somali.
Well, I did hear that apparently Japan is actually encouraging people to come over there so that they can make babies because they're having an AIDS crisis in Japan.
The best thing, I would totally go there to Okinawa because those are probably the only Japanese women I could probably pull. I will go to Okinawa and make a bunch of Japanese ladies single mothers. I will help them.
Dude, my DNA will be all over that country. I'm going to be like the Attila the Hun of Japan.
I was just going to say that. 200 years from now, the governor of Japan he looks just like you, but Japanese.
Exactly, dog. They're gonna build a statue to me, and everybody in Japan is gonna be saying, "That's our great ancestor,
hero of Japan. He saved it single-handedly. Had sex with all our women, even the married ones." Even the ugly ones.
And the reason why he had sex with the married ones and the ugly ones, it goes down to his world famous motto, I just don't give a fuck.
We all adopted that motto too. Now we're fucking everybody.
No, I'd consider living in Japan. If money wasn't an issue, yeah, I'd consider living in Japan.
Yeah.
Either that or one of the Nordic countries.
It's a nice country. One of my only problems with Japan, like my real only problem, is like I can't own a gun. I mean, I know I'm black and that's kind of stereotypical of us, but still, I would like to own a gun in Japan.
You don't need a gun in Japan. Just grab a katana.
Well, that's true. That's true. I can have ninja battles and stuff, fighting demons. Falling in love with some Japanese tsundere.
Yeah, you'll become a shonen protagonist.
Exactly. That's every American dream, right? Even the fat ones.
The American dream is to become a Japanese anime protagonist.
Yeah. I got anime God on my side, so therefore I'm the hero of this story.
It's like people are like, I thought the American dream was to own a house with a white picket fence, a wife, and 2 kids. It's like, oh, you poor, outdated, cute little thing.
Yeah, what are you living in the 1940s? It's 2024.
That's right. We all want to be.
We want a beautiful, big-titted anime waifu. Oh my god! Do you remember that meme with the Japanese girl out in the snow, and she's like talking? I guess you're her husband, and she's like, "You spent all our money. Now we're going to die in the cold or some shit." Oh man, that's a funny ass meme. And the girl's cute too.
I think PewDiePie lives in Japan now, doesn't he?
He does? I've already been keeping up with him.
Yeah, I think
he still lived in Norway, wherever the fuck he's from.
No, I think he moved to Japan.
With his non-Japanese wife? He's doing it wrong.
Hold up. Let me look that up. Let me look up that real quick.
He has to divorce his wife, leave his kid, and find some Japanese chick who does VTubing on the side. Not a real popular one, just like a very unpopular one. Not too unpopular.
Yeah,
Oh, wow, he does.
Yeah. The couple moved to Japan in 2022 after living in Brighton, England for almost a decade. PewDiePie has expressed his love for Japan in many videos, calling his life there a dream and encouraging his viewers to visit.
Pewdie, you're fucking it up, man. Unless there's some Japanese women on the side that we don't know about, you're fucking up. You gotta go there for the Japanese women. They literally want us there to impregnate them women to keep up to increase their birth rate population.
Well, since you've got the pregnancy fetish, I mean, you'd probably be right at home in Japan.
Oh, I would be right at home. You know? Well, it all depends on how many months. Are they like on their third trimester or whatever, you know? Like it really just depends. Because wouldn't it be rape if she's like got a big belly? There's a baby in there.
No, well, not to go into too much detail, but the male genitalia cannot reach that far.
I'm black.
You're still human, aren't you?
Maybe.
Oh my god, the male we're not doing the white popo shit. No, stop it. Stop it. The male genitalia cannot reach that far.
What if I stretch it though?
Why would you want to? That's the better question.
Because everybody wants a bigger, you know. Everybody does. Not one man on this planet wants a tiny pee-pee.
Here we go. This is more wholesome. Favorite Disney princess?
Favorite Disney princess? I never really thought about that. I don't want to fuck with Belle.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think I want to fuck with Belle too much. Wait, how old is Belle? Is Belle of age? I think she is. Let's just assume they're all of age.
Yeah, let's even if they're not, let's age them up.
Cinderella, because she could clean the house.
She married a prince, so she wouldn't have to clean the house anymore.
I mean, I guess, but all in all, a woman's true nature is to clean and cook.
If I was wow. JeskerJames does not endorse the views of White Popo.
White Popo's views are superior in every way. You should convert to them. If not, you're not a true white man.
Absolutely not.
You're a disgrace to the white race.
In my mind, I'm a Japanese shonen protagonist. All right, so mentally, I do not consider myself white.
Fair enough.
No, if I had gone through the shit that Cinderella had gone through, I would never pick up a broom again.
No, I wouldn't either. I mean, why would I? I mean, I have power now. I'm a literal princess. I'm married into royalty.
I might just ban brooms from the palace because that probably gives her post-traumatic stress disorder just seeing a broom.
Yeah, you motherfuckers are going to be sweeping with your tongues. Lick the floor with your tongues.
I am your queen, damn it. You will do as I command.
Wait, she's not a princess though.
She's a Disney girl, but yeah, she's not a princess.
I do like Nani though. She got the right thickness where it counts, you know.
Yeah, Nani is good. Who the hell is Shell? Yeah. Who's Shell?
Shell's not a Disney princess. That's a DreamWorks character from El Dorado.
Oh, that girl. Yeah,
she's hot as fuck though. She blows a lot of Disney princesses out of the park.
No, Eris is crazy. Are you insane? No, you don't put your dick in crazy.
Hold up, but she's a goddess.
No. You don't put your dick in crazy.
But it's a good story, though.
I don't give a
good story. It's like smashing Aphrodite, all right? Oh, you gotta smash Aphrodite for the story alone.
Aphrodite is a whore.
I know. That's what makes her awesome.
That's also what gets you STDs.
But she's a well. Can you catch STDs from a Greek goddess?
Listen. Her being divine might actually increase the potency of the STD. You don't know.
I think that if you have an STD, smashing Aphrodite will actually cure you of your STD.
You know what? We need to bang a god with or goddess with an STD and find out.
Yeah. Wow.
You want to be?
I'll take the risk.
Yeah, you can be the guinea pig for that.
I will be the guinea pig. I am willing to take one for the team.
And at your funeral, I will say this. I'll be like, he lived as he died, putting his dick in crazy.
That's right. Mulan, I do like Mulan.
Yo, especially when she's dressed up like a dude, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, she gotta have all the armor and everything. She gotta have the deep voice. Oh yeah, definitely Mulan. What's her girl name from Princess and the Frog?
Tiana,
yeah, Tiana's nice.
Yeah, Tiana's good. She's a good, hardworking woman.
Yeah, and she's probably hardworking in the bed as well.
Yeah, you know she's a freak.
Okay, which Disney princess is a pillow princess?
Wait,
Like
Moana? No, Moana's too young.
Yeah, that's. I never watched Moana, so I don't really know. So I'm just gonna agree. Yeah, she's too young.
See, now as a kid, my biggest crush was Ariel. When it came to Disney,
Ariel's nice.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
as a kid, like that's. As I got older, I may have developed a mermaid fetish. I'm just saying, but as a kid, like Ariel was like my biggest crush. As an adult, I can't say that because Ariel's 16.
How old is Meg from Hercules? Because she's a good one.
She's old enough.
Okay, well, yeah, Meg is definitely on my list. I do like Meg.
Yeah, Meg is. Meg is a solid choice. Jasmine.
Yeah, and Jasmine's probably a pillow princess. Was she too busy fucking that tiger? Wait, is she of age? How old is Jasmine?
Wait a minute, hold on. Jasmine's got to be the same age as Aladdin. Aladdin's got to be an adult, right?
I don't know.
I know Meg.
My sister. She knows everything about this. Jasmine.
Hold on.
Oh, definitely Pocahontas. Pocahontas high tier.
I know Meg is an adult because Hercules has got to be an adult. I think Hercules is like early 20s.
Okay, so Jasmine's 15. We're going to jail.
Oh my god. There's no way. There's no way that she's 15.
Mulan is 16? We're really going to jail.
Mulan's not. That's bullshit.
How the fuck is Rapunzel younger than fucking Mulan?
That makes
Ariel.
no.
Rapunzel looks like a 12-year-old.
That makes no fucking sense.
Well, Tiana's of age. Cinderella's of age.
Dude, no. There's no way Jasmine's 15.
Pocahontas looks like she's fucking 20. Esmeralda from God, yes. Esmeralda definitely.
This is a 15-year-old?
I'm afraid to jerk off.
Dude, Disney, what the fuck?
Well, Hollywood is Holly weird for a reason, right?
I get it was the 90s, but Disney, what the fuck?
To be fair, she wasn't meant for adults, I guess. She was meant for kids. Yeah, and Jafar was kind of like sipping on. Oh my god!
Jafar was going to marry her.
Jafar wanted to clap those underage cheeks.
They kissed. Remember, she gave him a kiss.
Oh my god, she did! Oh no! I'm never watching Disney movies again. I was thinking about watching all the Disney princess movies just to watch them to say I did, but never again.
Dude,
wait. How they talk shit about anime, but look at this shit.
Dude, that's why I show this to EVS, and then let's see him complain about all anime being lolicon. Like, bro.
Oh yeah, I should definitely give him a super chat. Be like, hey, you like any of those Disney movies where you're a pedophile for what?
Dude. This is why I thought Jasmine was an adult. There's no way that Disney put a 15-year-old in this situation. I mean, maybe modern Disney, but there's no way 1990s Disney did this shit.
Wow.
Look at this shit.
All Disney have to do is retcon their age and just say they're all 18.
Yo,
don't worry about it. They're all 18. As long as it makes sense within the context of the movie.
Where are you going, Jafar? I'm paying a trip to Epstein Island.
Jafar needs to be locked up and thrown in prison.
This is so. Wait a minute. Hold up. How old is Aladdin? I swear to God. I swear to God, I thought Aladdin was 8.
That's a good was an adult question. He's like 35.
He's 18 years old.
Well, to be fair, it's a 2-year difference. Wait.
3 years.
Jasmine is 3. Okay, no, that's kind of bad.
Yo, fuck me.
He is a street rat for a reason, though, right?
Yo, you remember when they locked him up in prison at the beginning of the movie? He should have stayed in that prison. Holy shit.
Should have wished to be younger, to be with Jasmine. No, that still kind of makes it creepy.
For my last wish, I wish for Jasmine to be 18. Oh my God, bro. So I was right about Aladdin being an adult, but no, what the holy shit, Disney?
Who was working at Disney at this time, man? Like, what were they thinking?
What the fuck? There's no way. There's no fucking way.
You ever seen the Flash Gets cartoon of Aladdin? Like a history, like an accurate depiction of Aladdin. He's like fucking wish for Jasmine to be his bride. And Genie was like, but I told you I can't make a wish I can't make people fall in love with you. He's like, no, I didn't ask anything about love. Just that I want her to be my bride. And then he brings her to her, and she's in like a sack, and she's like screaming and shit.
Dude, listen to
all
this.
The implications.
Ariel and Eric are just 16 and 18. So Eric's older than Ariel. I mean,
well, that's like 2 years.
I mean, listen, I get there's Romeo and Juliet laws, but let's not forget Aladdin and Jasmine existed in a time before Romeo and Juliet laws were even a thing, before Romeo and Juliet was even written.
I think a lot of these Disney princesses are, or at least were, right? Like, what time period is The Little Mermaid? Like the 1800s, 1700s,
something like that. Yeah.
So I guess for that time period, it kind of makes sense. Like a 16 is the equivalent of a 35-year-old or something.
Arabian Nights are hotter than hot in a lot of illegal ways, apparently. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And also, like in Jasmine times, women didn't have a whole bunch of rights. They were doing arranged marriages and stuff with fucking 6-year-olds. So
Snow White is 14.
Yeah, I did do that. That's why I kind of avoided Snow White.
Jasmine's 15, Ariel's 16, Aurora's 16, Mulan. You'll never convince me Mulan's 16.
Yeah, I'm not convinced yet. Mulan's like a young 20-something. Belle, I'm surprised about because I always thought Belle was legal. But she's barely legal.
Merida's 16, Belle 17, Pocahontas 18. Now, hold up. The actual Pocahontas in real life, though, she was like, what, 13 or something? 13, 14?
Oh, they couldn't have that, so they made her. They consciously made her 18.
Rapunzel.
That was a conscious decision.
Cinderella.
I do not agree with that.
Tiana 19.
What about Elsa? How old is Elsa?
That's a good question. Let's see. How old are Elsa and Anna? Elsa is 21 and Anna is 18.
Wow, Elsa's the oldest Disney princess.
And in Frozen 2, Elsa's 24 and Anna's 21.
So they're legal to bang.
They're definitely legal.
Yeah, but with Elsa, like her pussy must be cold.
Cold never bothered me, anyways.
Ah, so you like fucking the dead?
I never said that.
Oh man.
So let's see. Wait, how old was Esmeralda? Did it say how old Esmeralda was?
Esmeralda has to be a woman.
How old is Disney? I got to make sure it's a Disney one because there is book as the original book Esmeralda.
What?
She's in her early 20s, making her older and more mature. In the novel, she was 16.
Okay.
But no, in the Disney film, she's early 20s.
So she's legal to bang. Yeah.
Thank God, seriously. I can't believe. I mean, guys, Jasmine kissing Jafar. Bro, this is a 15-year-old kissing an old-ass man.
Should we be watching this? Is this legal? Are we going to get put in jail? Is this child porn?
Oh, man, here we go. FBI, open up. Oh, God.
Well, you see, in the picture where she's kissing Jafar, she doesn't really look young. She looks like a woman. She's actually kissing him.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, I have never seen a 15-year-old look like this. And thank God I've never seen a 50-year-old dressed like this.
Oh, thank goodness.
Holy
I don't know. I mean, today's time, I was quite surprised because the airport has been filled with a lot of Swifties.
Oh.
And I'm surprised that Swifties are little kids.
Oh, you work at an airport? Yeah, I bet you
I work at the airport.
Yeah, I bet you see some shit.
I've seen all kinds of shit at the airport. I worked there for a grand total of 10 years on and off. And I've seen shit. I seen a guy I didn't see him get shot, but I seen a guy shot. You know, like he had bullet wounds in the airport. It was like 2014, 15, where some crazy guy ran to TSA with a fucking machete, started trying to chop at people, and a police officer shot him and killed him.
Damn.
So I see some crazy shit. I still have video of it. I have video of the guy being walked out on the stretcher. I'm surprised I never put it up on like a live leak or anything like that. But I've seen, just women just coming into fucking New Orleans thinking that they could just wear whatever the fuck, like see-through shirts, see titties, nipples, and all kinds of shit. It's wild. But with these little girls, it never got thank God it never got to that fucking extreme. But some of the shit that they were wearing, I was like, I do not approve of this. I'm not your dad, and I don't approve of this fucking showing a whole bunch of midriff and tight pants and stuff. Like, hell to the fuck no. I don't even think my girlfriend will allow her daughter to walk out the house like that.
No, it's weird, dude. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. How the hell did we get to talking about fucking Disney princesses?
Tevin brought it up. He brought it up in the chat.
Yeah.
You do notice though, like on this timeline when it comes to Disney princesses and like the release of the films, as we get closer to modern day, they're all legal.
Yeah. I started noticing that too.
Yeah. So
because what's her name is 24, right?
Yeah, Elsa.
Elsa, yeah.
So it's Disney's like, all right, I guess we can't get away with this no more. We gotta age them up.
How long can we continue this charade?
I cannot believe Jasmine. Jasmine does not look like a 15-year-old. Like which,
No, she
which
doesn't. Like when she's kissing Jafar, when I look at her face, it's like that's a woman. I see a woman. I don't see a child. In fact, outside of Ariel and
bro?
what's her name?
Ariel is a year older than Jasmine. Look at these two side by side and tell me that Ariel looks older than Jasmine.
It looked like they're about to kiss in that one picture. Like
Yeah,
Ariel's like just
yeah, I know. I'm not
biting her
clicking.
lip.
I ain't clicking that. I ain't clicking that. Bro, there's no fucking way. There is no fucking way.
You know, I'm kind of surprised we don't have any new Disney princesses. Like Elsa's the last one, or
Well, actually,
what's that girl from?
Elsa's not technically a princess.
She's not.
She's a queen.
Oh, I don't know. I never really watched Frozen, so.
No, she's a queen.
Huh.
Because remember the movie, the movie starts out with her coronation, or like her coronation's happening in the film, and then her powers go crazy and she runs away.
So what's she a queen of? Like Nova Scotia?
Arendelle.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I didn't know she was a queen. I just thought she was just some crazy bitch that had ice powers.
No, she because her and Anna are sisters, and Elsa's the oldest, so she's the queen.
So okay, so I know she goes away. So who was the queen or the ruling figure while she was gone?
Well, I guess technically it would have been Anna, but one of the plots is like the villain is trying to hook up with Anna and kill Elsa so that he can become the king of Arendelle.
Okay.
Because he comes from another kingdom, but he's got like a bunch of brothers. So he was low on the line of succession, and he wanted his own kingdom. So he went to Arendelle so he could basically kill Elsa, make her look like a monster, and then hook up with Anna and become the king of Arendelle.
Wouldn't it have made more sense to woo Elsa and just marry her, then kill her?
He was going to originally. His original plan was to hook up with Elsa, but then he realized she had all these ice powers, and he basically thought that she was a freak.
What a look! I say that out loud, but it's like if my woman had ice powers, I'm like, that's probably not a good idea that for a man to be married to a woman with powers that can literally kill him.
And it's actually implied that eventually he would have killed Anna too, so that he was the sole ruler.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I mean Hans is a total dick.
Yeah, I would have killed her too.
But damn,
if I wanted to be a king,
I would have just married her and been happy. It's like, yeah, my life is set. I live in a palace with a monarch. I'm good.
He must have had a small PP because all he had to do was just put the dick on Elsa correct, and she, no matter how angry she gets, she wouldn't kill him. She wouldn't kill him. Just either dick her down real good.
The problem was, though, in the first movie, she couldn't control her powers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
that's why everybody was afraid of her, because she couldn't control her abilities.
You're a freak of nature, a mutant, as they would say.
God, now I'm just picturing Magneto showing up, trying to recruit Elsa.
Join the League of Evil. What's it called? The League of Brotherhood.
No, the Brotherhood of Evil.
The Brotherhood of Evil Mutants. There you go. Yeah, how could I forget that? Magneto's like my favorite villain ever.
Yeah, Magneto. As far as comic books go, he's probably my favorite comic book villain.
Yeah, he's definitely mine. Like he's really up there. Like I just love Magneto. He got the pimp cape. He wears purple. You know, he's cool. He don't give a fuck about humans. And in my opinion, he's racist as fuck. That what makes it interesting. He's actually racist. He is what he hates, and he became what he hates. I don't know why I fucking phrase it like that, because he's a Jew. He was a Jew in Alcatraz, and you wouldn't expect a Jew from Alcatraz to become this evil man, this hate monger of people when he experienced hate himself, the cruelty of man. It's kind of poetic in a way.
Well, the thing is that he basically associates the humans with the Third Reich.
Yeah, and that's true. But see, that's the best thing about him as well is that, in my opinion, like his actions are wrong, but he himself isn't right. Mutants would technically be superior to man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, if someone can read minds or fucking teleport, control the fucking weather, you're not an average Joe person walking around. You don't need a gun. You are the gun.
I mean,
you are the nuclear bomb.
See, that's the thing. Like, people always wonder, well, how does it make sense in the Marvel universe that the public is so accepting of people like Spider-Man or Thor or any of these people, and yet they hate mutants? And what you have to understand is that Spider-Man got his powers from a one-off, out of nowhere incident. Like, he got bit by a radioactive spider. Thor is technically he's another species. He's an Asgardian.
Yeah, he's a god.
Most of the other superheroes outside of the mutants are either a different species or they get their powers from like some random event, right? Something that's like not going to be replicated. Mutants, though, they're born with their abilities. They are they are humans that are born with these abilities because they are the next evolutionary step of the human race. And so because of that, they see mutants as a threat to their existence. It's like, well, just like how you had different strains of humanity in the ancient past, like Neanderthal, Cro-Magnons, stuff like that, and only our strain survived and became us and dominated the earth. They look at mutants in a similar way, like only the mutants are going to survive. They're going to wipe out the rest of us. And so that's why people are so afraid of them, because they look at mutants as like the evolutionary end of everybody else.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So, which mutant would you smash?
The better question is, which mutant would I not smash?
That is a better question. I never even thought about that question. I always want to smash one.
I would always. I mean, Rogue and Storm are the ones that come to my mind to begin with. But dang, Rogue, you got to be careful, man. You got to be really careful with her powers.
Yeah, you do. You got to wear a whole body condom. You can't just wear a condom. You got to have a body condom.
Yeah. And then obviously Jean Grey.
Yeah, Jean. Yeah.
Although, you know what? Now that I think about it, no, because her love triangle with Wolverine and Cyclops is already so messed up. I don't want to deal with that drama.
You're probably going to catch something from that.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
I would love Storm. Storm is my top. I like Storm a lot. She's just that girl. But after Storm, it would be Shadowcat as an adult.
Yes,
I do like Kitty Pryde. I like Kitty Pryde a lot.
Kitty Pryde is, she's cute as fuck. She's got that, and of course we're talking about as an adult, but even as an adult, like she's cute as fuck.
Yeah. But the mutant that I would love to smash, but when you think about it, do you really want to smash this mutant? Mystique.
Ooh.
Because Mystique can be any woman you want, but if you piss her off, she could transform into something that you don't want.
She could turn into a dude midway through.
Exactly. She could transform into fucking Joe Biden while you're hitting it from the front.
Oh my god.
And there's Joe Biden just staring right back at you. Like, yeah, you're fucking Joe Biden.
Going to Pound Town on you saying, look, we beat Medicaid.
We beat Medicaid. Come on, man. We beat Medicaid.
Or actually, no, man. It was Medicare, dude. It was Medicare, and when that happened, like, I just imagine like every single senior in the country when he said, "Look, we beat Medicare," was like, "You what?"
Why was my matter care? Where is it? What's wrong? When did this happen? Oh my god. But yeah, she would be a dangerous one. I mean, like, yeah, there's others. Like if you think about Storm, you know, if she's having a bad day, she could really ruin your day. Matter of fact, it's a comic. There's a scene in one of the comics that I've seen where she says she dated a weather guy, and when they broke up or whatever, he doesn't have a job anymore.
Ooh, damn.
Because he's a meteorologist or whatever,
Damn.
and he's probably saying it's gonna rain tomorrow, and it never rains.
Damn.
Yeah, there she go. That's my girl, Kitty Pryde. I don't know. You know what? I think it's the X-Men Evolution that made me like Kitty Pryde a lot. Cause it was always Storm for me at first. But when there she goes, X-Men Evolution, Kitty Pryde. When I was younger and I was watching it, just something about that design that just was hitting it for me.
She's cute.
Yeah, she's very cute. And then in the I think it's the opening for X-Men Evolution. They got that animation where she's dancing. She looks really good when she's dancing.
Yeah. Now was it? Because I forget, was it Nightcrawler that had a thing for Kitty, or did Nightcrawler have a thing for Rogue?
I want to say he had a thing for Rogue, right?
But see, the problem
in Evolution.
But the problem but they were technically adopted siblings, though, weren't they?
Wait. I think is it Rogue Mystique's daughter as well?
So, well, what it is, so Nightcrawler is Mystique's biological son.
Yes.
And then later on, Mystique adopted Rogue.
Okay. So there is some sibling, there's some family ties there.
But
okay.
as I always say, if they ain't kin, you can go all in.
I like that saying. I think in the comics, Kitty is getting smashed by Colossus.
Whoa.
Yeah. If it's not,
holy shit.
If it's not Colossus, but I'm 90% sure Colossus and Kitty Pryde had a thing in the comics. But if it wasn't Colossus, then it was some mutant named Magic. But that can't be, because Magic is Colossus' sister. So no, he definitely was banging.
Wait, his biological sister?
I believe so. I believe so. It's been a while.
I mean, this is the same company that hooked up Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in the Ultimate Universe, so.
That is true. Look, if Scarlet Witch was my sister, I'll hook up with her too.
I mean, blood sister or adopted sister?
Doesn't matter.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Look, Elizabeth Olsen was a good pick for Scarlet Witch in the movies, and they had her titties all out. They were nice and jiggly, but they fucked up by covering them later on the later movies. Like, what are you doing?
This man's the type of guy to go up to his sister and be like, look, what mom and dad don't know won't hurt them. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. Like, while your sister's sleeping, your big sister's sleeping, you poke her titty.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
I know a kid who used to do that. It wasn't me.
No.
It wasn't me. I swear to God, it wasn't me.
Sure.
He used to go, like, his sister would be sleeping, and I was like, what are you doing? He's like, you want to touch my sit's boob? I was like, hell yeah, I do.
But then he got in there and he realized, wait a minute. I thought you were letting me do this. Why are you doing it too?
Yeah, exactly. And we had so much fun touching her boobie.
Oh,
and she never know. Well, I think they found out at one point, and then I wasn't there, but
and then you never saw that kid again.
I never saw him again. Never. I did see one of my friend's sisters. It's the only time I got to see a sister of a friend naked once. I never smashed any of my friend's sisters, but I got to see this one particular girl naked, and it was amazing. She had a rocking body. She was much older than me. And I opened the door. She had her pants off. She's like, "Oh no!" Like, "Oh yeah."
You came in there later and told your friends, like, "Listen, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be your brother."
I wish I would have told him that. And then later that same day, I kissed this because it was her and two other girls, and the two girls I was friends with their brothers. But the other girl, I don't even think she had any siblings. But the other girl, I got to kiss her ass. She was like, "You can kiss my ass." I was like, "All right, let's do it." She's like, "Okay." She turned around. I kissed her ass. Put my face all in those butt cheeks. It was a great experience.
This man said, "Did she have a dump truck?" Oh my God.
It wasn't that big of a butt, but it was a nice butt. I'll just say that.
It was like the right balance of dimensions. That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh,
wait,
man.
now I'm curious. Is Kitty Pie getting banged by Colossus?
Here, I'll let me type that up on Google and see what pops up.
Yeah.
Kitty Pryde getting banged by Colossus. Well, there goes my channel.
Wait, no, don't type it like that.
There goes my
channel.
channel.
Oh, serious.
There goes my channel.
Does Kitty, not Curdy, Kitty Pryde date Colossus? All right, let's see. On one of the team's first missions, Shadowcat discovered Colossus was alive. After some initial awkwardness, Kitty and Colossus resumed dating. Kitty Pryde appeared alongside Colossus in the Blinded by the Light arc. So yeah, they are shooting DNA at each other. I wonder what their kid would look like.
No, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I was reading a text message. Say that again.
Damn, I just exit out the fucking thingy. They are dating.
Are they related?
No, they're not related. Kitty Pryde and Colossus are not related, but they are dating.
Okay, all right.
In the comics,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, I can.
Funny, though.
Listen, the adopted siblings I can roll with, but once you start getting the chromosomes in there, that's a whole different story.
What about step siblings?
Yeah, that's fine. They're not related.
Like, help me, step bro.
That's
okay.
That's whatever. Like the closest, and this. This is how you know that I watch anime. Like the closest I would be comfortable with would be like cousins or something, and that's just because it's more of a cultural thing than it is a scientific thing.
So are cousins actually fucking each other in Japan?
It's completely legal.
Or is it like a second cousin thing?
No. Like it's.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's because it's not like cousins getting together is not considered incest in Japan.
Okay. So that's more so just a Western thing.
It's actually more so an American thing than it is because it's actually legal in most of Europe.
Huh. I wonder why that's just an American thing, or mostly American.
The reason I think it is because America separated itself from the aristocracy of Europe, and one of the most prevalent things in Europe was arranged cousin marriages, which did lead to some inbreeding. Yeah, it did lead to some inbreeding complications after generations of it happening. Because actually, if you look at the scientific evidence for it, like the risk of like inbreeding complications between cousins is it's slightly higher than people that are unrelated. But the problem is that in royal families, they would repeat this over and over and over. So by the time you get to like 3 or 4 generations down the line, they're not genetically cousins anymore. They're more like half siblings.
Jesus Christ.
Look up the Habsburg
dynasty.
Yeah, look up the Habsburg dynasty. They actually had a lot of genetic issues because of repeated inbreeding.
The Habsburg dynasty.
So I think you.
That's
I think.
not
Wait,
that's not the king of Spain. That's not what he
hold
was.
up.
No, that's
It might
German.
be. Let's see. It might be the Habsburgs instead of the Hash. I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is
No,
who I'm thinking of.
Habsburg. There we go. Yeah, the Habsburg
Habsburg, yeah.
jaw. Yeah, here we go. That Habsburg jaw. This
Yeah,
is like. Yeah.
Yeah, I recognize that that guy on the right.
Yeah.
Looks like my cousin.
Which is more of an argument for arranged marriages than it is the cousins thing. Because if it's like a one-off thing, it usually doesn't lead to any kind of complications.
But wait, but weren't they also fucking their actual sisters and brothers?
At a certain point, yes, because again, like as you go through generations of constantly doing that, you become more genetically related than you are on paper. Like I think after 3 or 4 generations, if you repeat it, the kids at that point are more like half siblings than they are cousins.
God damn.
The point is, don't try and hook up your kids in an arranged marriage. If your kids are going to fuck their cousins, let it happen naturally and it'll be a one-off.
We need to keep the family bloodline pure, kids. So yeah.
But not that pure.
Not that pure. Not that pure.
But yeah, in Japan, like it's like in Japan, it's not like it's nothing.
A whole bunch of cousin fucking going on in Japan.
I didn't say there was a whole bunch of it. I'm just saying it's not frowned upon.
Yeah. Well, they need to start fucking. Guy pick up that birth rate, you know?
Yeah, really. I mean, shit, if that's what gets it going, just have at it.
Yeah.
They've got
We're
serious,
all cousins.
Oh my God, they got a serious aging crisis. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I know. It's kind of scary because it's like, where will Japan be at in the next 20 years from now? You know, like how will their population look? Like, if you want to conquer Japan, all you got to do is just wait it out right now. Just wait it out.
Pretty much, yeah.
Just start moving your people in. That's all you got to do. You don't even have to fight them. Just move your people in. If I was China, I'll be doing that right now.
Pretty much, yeah. But I think China's going to collapse.
You think it's going to collapse? Why? Why's that?
Because communist countries always collapse.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Yeah, I had this discussion with the history professor one time, and honestly, I think it's going to collapse probably around the middle of the century.
Do you think that China has superior technology to the United States of America?
No, I think a lot of what China does is they bullshit.
Because I know a guy. He was talking about China because he's going to China soon to some martial arts schools to learn martial arts, Shaolin martial arts, and he was like talking about why China's a better country. Matter of fact, I know 2 guys like that. They was talking about why China's a better country because they have like bullet trains and all that shit. And in my head, I'm like, I don't think they're that much more advanced than us in terms of technology.
No, I think China bullshits a lot, and I think China tries to put on I think they try and put on a front.
Definitely, I definitely think so too. It's basically North Korea, but on a bigger scale.
Yes. I think that China, its internal demographics, its government corruption, I think that it's going to collapse sometime in the middle of the century, somewhere between around the 2050 mark to the late 2060s, like that period. I think is when it's going to collapse. So
we may be able to see the collapse of China. That would be interesting.
Yeah, I think we'll see that in our lifetimes.
I feel like we should conquer China. I think America needs to take China over.
Yeah, you know what we could do? China collapses, and then when the new government comes to collect on the debt, it's like, I will remind you that our debts were owed to the Communist Party of China. Since that no longer exists, those debts are null and void.
Yeah. I would do that, but I would try to turn them into like a puppet. You know, like that's what the United States was doing back then. Like, yeah, you know, just be a little puppet government for us. And then again, now I kind of want a full frontal takeover. Just
You know,
this is ours.
You know that whole debt thing? We actually did do that once before.
We did?
Yeah, remember in the Revolutionary War, we got a lot of help from the French government.
Oh, yeah.
But when Napoleon took over and the revolution started in France, the revolutionaries in France, they came over and they tried to say, oh, America owes France a debt. And our ambassadors actually said, I'd like to remind you that those debts were owed to King Louis. Since King Louis is no longer in power, those debts are null and void.
Yeah, we got out of that pretty good.
Yeah, we never paid that
awesome.
shit. We never paid that shit.
And we're never going to either.
In fact, they gave us the Statue of Liberty. That's how you know they became a bitch nation, because we made them give us something instead.
Right. Well, it seems like the only time we really gave them money, because Napoleon was like the ruler of France at the time, was with the Louisiana Purchase.
Yeah, and we got a bunch of land for that shit.
Yeah, a lot of land.
Because the thing was, like, he didn't care about America. Like, he was way more interested in I'm looking at Failure's comment while I'm trying to talk about this. Napoleon wanted to get the money from the Louisiana Purchase to fund the war campaign and trying to conquer Europe. So he didn't give a shit about America. He wanted to take over Europe.
He wanted that money to do the wars.
See,
wars cost money.
Failure's got it right. Habsburg must be a result of, if she ain't kin, I'm all in. But they were all kin. No. See, Habsburg was an example of closer kin, deeper in.
I like that one.
If she listen, man, my policy is like, if I had a sister and my parents came up to me and they said, "Oh, actually, she's adopted," I'd just look at her and be like, "Damn! All of a sudden, you're looking real fine, girl."
Oh my god! Someone's gonna fuck their hot cousin. I don't blame someone for fucking their hot cousin. She's a hot cousin for a reason.
Yeah, like I said, I've studied enough about other cultures that I'm just like, the cousin thing. I don't give a fuck. Now, if it gets any closer than that, I start to worry. Like that. That's when I'm kind of like, ooh.
Here's my cousin, who's also my half sister, who is also my aunt.
And it's like you do realize there's other people outside of your family that exist in the world, right?
Yeah, just go out for people who are not family member. That's why I kind of stay away from blacks. I don't want to accidentally fuck my cousin.
Well, I live in the South, so the chances of a girl I'm dating, it might be a cousin, is unfortunately very, very high.
I stay away from people with the same last name or family last name as mine. So no Shermans, Bells, or Londons and Davises.
Yeah, you look over, she's got a tattoo of your family crest, and it's like, oh dear.
Yeah, I think I have a family member that I know nothing about that does porn. And I came across this hot black chick doing porn online. I forgot her name, but I know her last name was London, and she's from Louisiana and lives in New Orleans. And when I seen that, I was like, oh no, it's probably my cousin. Like, oh god, no, I had to turn it off. I was like, I can't risk it. I can't risk it.
The bird that appears in the song is the first time it appears. Oh, and at the end of the one in the Daima song, I thought honestly that was like a way to honor Akira Toriyama. It was like supposed to be like his, because this is the last project he worked on. Allegedly, there is a rumor he did work on a movie before he passed away, but
yeah,
this is, as far as we know, the last thing that he worked on. And I'm interpreting the bird in the opening, or it might be the ending. I forget which song it's in, but I interpret that as being like a representation of his spirit passing on, and it's kind of like a little shout out to him.
Doesn't Toriyama's name mean something like little bird or something like that?
I think it does.
Lisa Ann, that's my girl right there. I love Lisa Ann.
Kita from the Atlantis movie. Kida's okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't put her up there as like a top tier Disney princess.
She's not in the top 10, but she's all right.
She's like a C. Like
Cersei Lannister had me questioning crap.
who?
This is why we say it's if she ain't kin, you can go all in. Not if she is kin. As long as there's adopted or step before you say sibling, we good. But if it's just sibling or half sibling, you got problems.
Yeah, I'm fucking my sister, stepsister.
Yeah, like Cersei and Jaime are straight up blood twins. Like they're as closely related as two people can get.
Wait, who is Cersei and Lannister? Who are these people?
Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. I'm not very familiar with Game of Thrones outside of the chick that rides on the dragon naked.
Well,
and the Down syndrome chick.
Yeah, well, the chick that rode on the dragon, she's actually had a little funky with her nephew, but that's neither here nor there.
She fucked her nephew?
To be fair, neither of them knew they were aunt and nephew at the time.
That's hot.
That's wow.
That's hot.
The opinions of guests on the JeskerJames show do not represent the opinions of the host. Well, to be fair, it's actually not as bad as what she came from, because her family, the Targaryens, they actually just straight up do sibling incest.
Okay, no lie, I thought for a second you were gonna say she had fun with that dragon. I was like, whoa.
No, but they do marry their siblings all the time in that family. Like that's just common practice in the Targaryens.
So is there dragon fucking, or is that just a female author thing where the dragon fucks the females?
No, she's never fucked a dragon. Those dragons are like her. Like she treats those dragons like her kids.
Is there anyone who gets fucked by a dragon or fuck a dragon?
Not that I know of. I mean, we still got 2 more books to come out, so who knows? But no, I think probably the most fucked up relationship in Game of Thrones is probably Cersei and Jaime. And Cersei is an evil bitch. I mean, Cersei is she's fucking evil.
Yeah. Wait, who's the little boy that everyone hated? The little prince or king?
Oh, Joffrey?
Yeah, that's his name, Joffrey.
Yeah, that's Cersei's. Yes, that's Cersei and Jaime's son.
Oh, does he get any, some happy moments? Like
no. No.
Okay,
no,
that's good.
Absolutely not.
That's good.
Oh God, no. He
doesn't even get to see a titty.
I mean, listen. Joffrey's fate is not good. It's not good.
What happened to him?
So he got poisoned at something called the Red. Yeah, he got poisoned at something called the Red Wedding, and like it was a very slow acting, painful poison. Cersei went fucking crazy. I mean, even crazier than she was watching her son die. Jaime even straight up admits in the book, he says, I felt fucking nothing. Even though that was his son, because he knew like Joffrey was an evil little bastard.
Yeah. That's crazy. Wow.
And I mean, now in the show, they do it a little bit differently in the books. Like, I can't remember the fucking bitch's name. Oh, there's like this old ass bitch. I can't remember her fucking name. But like she admits that she was the one that poisoned Joffrey right in front of Jaime. She admits that she did it before she actually takes a cup of poison herself. Like she apologizes to Jaime, but she explains like all this stuff. Oh, yeah, the purple wedding. Yeah, Joffrey died at the purple wedding. My bad. Yeah, it was the purple wedding.
Wait. So there's a red wedding and a purple wedding?
Yeah, there's a Red wedding and purple wedding. Yeah.
What's with these colors?
It's kind of like when you start saying World War, you want to say 2, you just kind of forget there was a 1, but yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, the purple wedding is where Joffrey died. That's right. But I forget what the bitch's name was in the show, but like she straight up admitted that she killed Joffrey to Jaime, and she apologized to Jaime, but she said, "You can tell Cersei all of this. I want the bitch to hear what I did to her kid."
Jesus Christ!
Because Cersei is an
savage.
Cersei's fucking evil, man.
So was he based off of Nero, the Roman Emperor Nero, or something? Because he was a fucking crazy bastard.
I don't know who Joffrey was actually, because I know there are some characters based off real world people. Who is Joffrey?
Seven and 7 are just naming porn stars in the chat.
Edward, yeah, I noticed. I'm not going to dignify that. Edward of Lancaster.
I love it.
Caligula. School bullies.
Wait, school bullies.
Oh yeah, Joffrey's,
wow.
Joffrey's fucking terrible, dude.
Wow. I love character.
Oh yeah, this is him when he realizes he's being poisoned. He's like,
I'm choking on a grape. Help me! It's not poison. Help me! You can save my life. Poor Joffrey. I feel sorry for him. He's a kid. He doesn't have to die.
I don't. He deserved it.
Oh. Oh no, I only seen like one episode of Games of Thrones. Just one. And haven't watched an episode since.
The only person
I was watching The Walking Dead at the time.
The only person that could really put Joffrey in his place was Tyrion. I remember Tyrion got married, and there's like this ritual about carrying the bride and the groom to their bed where they're going to have sex. And Tyrion was telling Joffrey he didn't want him to do it. And then Joffrey kept insisting. And then Tyrion was like, listen, if you go through with this, you're going to be fucking your wife tonight with a wooden dick.
Jesus.
There was one time where like Tyrion was trying to put Joffrey in his place, and one of the advisors was like, "Oh, you can't threaten the king, the prince like that." And Tyrion's like, "I'm not threatening my nephew. I'm trying to teach my nephew a lesson." And then he threatened to kill this other guy, and he was like, "Now, see, that was a threat. Do you see the difference?"
Oh yeah, that's kind of badass. Does Tyrion die?
No, he hasn't died yet. Tyrion is the Peter Dinklage character. He's a dwarf.
Oh, okay, the dwarf guy. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, like out of all the Lannisters, he's like the one that's like not fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like Cersei's crazy, Jaime's not crazy. Jaime's just, I mean, even though it's his sister, he's just straight up blinded by love.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like,
sister.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Like, Jaime is just so obsessed with Cersei that he can't see how much of an evil fucking bitch Cersei actually is.
Yeah. Because
I mean, like they're like in the books, like he even says, like, you know, oh, like because incest is legal for the most part. In their kingdom, but so they have to keep their relationship a secret. But he straight up says, like, I wish we could just be open with this, and if Cersei wanted me to give her another kid, I would do it in a heartbeat. It's like, damn, dude. It's like, whoa.
Peter Dinklage should be Lex Luthor in the next movie. I think it would be funny.
Dinklage is Lex.
Yeah, picture it, a short Lex Luthor angry at Superman. Why the hell not? He's a good actor. I could buy it.
I mean, he is a good actor. I don't know if he could do Lex Luthor, but he is a good actor.
No, they really dropped the ball in Batman v Superman by not casting what's the boy name from Malcolm in the Middle? Fucking Heisenberg. Damn it, I can't think of his name because I really like this actor. He was great in Godzilla 2014.
I know you're talking
Bryan
about.
Cranston. Bryan
Yeah,
Cranston.
Cranston.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That should have been fucking Lex Luthor.
I don't. Yeah, to me, it's like that's so fucking obvious.
Yeah. It's the obvious thing. Like who else is gonna be like? I mean, maybe if you don't want an older actor, I can kind of understand. But who's there to be fucking Lex Luthor? That's young.
Actually, who is Lex Luthor in the new movie?
Well, I don't know. I'm not that interested in the new movies to figure
Nicholas
that out.
Hoult.
Nicholas, who the hell is that?
Nicholas Hoult. This guy, apparently. Let's see what he looks like bald. Let's see what he looks like bald. Yeah, okay. All right. It could work.
Yeah, it could work. Now we gotta see his acting prowess.
I just wanted to. Can you imagine he just gets on there and he's just like, Superman, use a bitch.
Exactly. Yeah, fuck Superman. Fuck those Kryptonians. Fuck the aliens.
Have I watched Rings of Power? Yes. I regret that I ever did, though.
Oh, it's that bad?
As someone that loves Tolkien, this does not feel like Tolkien in any way.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm not vibing with it.
Yeah.
I mean, not that it doesn't have its positives, but overall, it's just like there's some weird decisions that are just I'm just like,
what's wrong with black elves?
it's not the black elves. It's like trying to humanize the orcs and stuff, and I'm like, that's like taking the putties from Power Rangers and humanizing them. It's like I don't.
They don't need to be human. Not everything needs to be humanized.
Sometimes
is it all the orcs or just a specific orc?
Well, like they try and introduce the concept of orc families and stuff, and it's like that's not how orcs work. Orcs, I mean, we don't really get a specific origin on the orcs, to be honest with you, because Tolkien like said some stuff that contradicted their origin, but like the most widely accepted is that orcs are actually corrupted elves.
Okay.
Because the idea is that Sauron and Melkor, who is actually Sauron's boss, everybody thinks Sauron's like the big bad of the.
Wait, so he's not the big bad?
No, Melkor is.
Wow. Okay.
But see, Melkor was defeated a long time ago, and Sauron was like his right-hand man. So after Melkor was defeated, Sauron like kind of went off and did his own thing and became his own Dark Lord.
Basically, they left a power vacuum and he took it up.
Exactly. Yeah. But so like Melkor, because the elves were like the firstborn creation of Eru Iluvatar, like the god of Tolkien's world. And Melkor had a very big hatred for the elves. So he took the elves and he corrupted them and created orcs. Because one of the things in Tolkien's universe is that evil can never create. It can only corrupt.
That makes sense. Evil typically can't create. It only knows destruction.
Right. So Melkor, Sauron, they can't create anything. Only Eru can, and Eru is the only thing that can actually create stuff from nothing. Because essentially, like, Eru is supposed to be like the god of the Bible, pretty much, and Melkor is Satan, and Sauron's his lieutenant, and there's like another angelic being called Manwe, who's basically Michael, and Gandalf and Saruman are supposed to be angels in human forms. It's a whole thing.
Oh, that's interesting. See, I gotta go back and rewatch fucking Lord of the Rings or read the book. Because I do like Lord of the Rings. I really do. Just haven't had time to fucking watch it again.
Oh, speaking of adopted siblings getting all freaky deaky, technically,
no.
Aragon and Arwen are actually adopted siblings because Elrond was Arwen's father, and he took Aragon in as a. I guess he didn't technically adopted him, but he took him in and raised him, so it's close enough. So I guess they would technically be siblings, adopted siblings, and they get together.
Ding ding
Ding ding ding ding ding ding ding ding ding ding.
I don't think we have banjos here in Louisiana. Oh, I know we do.
Yeah.
And we got them banjos over here in that bayou down in the swamps.
Tevin asks, have I heard about the Ray movie being delayed? Yeah, one of the writers walked off of the Ray movie.
Wait, there was a Ray movie?
Yeah, they announced 3 Star Wars movies were in development like a year ago, and they were supposed to be a Dave Filoni movie that's basically going to wrap up all the stuff with like Ahsoka, The Mandalorian, Thrawn, like all that stuff is going to be wrapped up in a movie. Mm-hmm. And then there was going to be a movie about the origin of the Jedi, and they described it as being like a biblical type of thing in terms of its
I like that
narrative. But yeah, it's going to be like the origin of the Jedi, like the first Jedi. And then the other one was a Rey movie that was supposed to take place like 10 years after Episode 9, where she's rebuilding the Jedi Order.
Okay. I don't need to see a Rey movie. Now that you said that, I kind of remember hearing about that. Rey is not that interesting of a character. And I don't hate Star Wars. I just haven't been like the biggest fan of it. I'm more casual, just to say that. And I don't know. I feel like you had something with Finn, like having a stormtrooper become a Jedi. That was far more interesting than Rey.
I would assume if they actually do the Rey movie that Finn's probably a Jedi. I mean, he does have the Force.
Why not? Why not? You had it right there. I don't know. Just all I know is I had a cool idea for a Star Wars movie or story. Its own little story where it's a Jedi who lost his faith. And I basically describe it as Star Wars meet The Exorcism. The Exorcist. Because, in The Exorcist, the priest, he basically has lost his faith. And he has to basically regain that faith to fight evil. So I was like, ignore the metachlorian bullshit. Just say he lost his faith, so he can't really, he's not as in tune with this force as he used to be, and he has to gain that back and fight the dark side. See, I think that would have been a pretty cool fucking movie. Yeah, I never written it because I haven't wrote fan fiction in years, but that was my idea. That's how I pitch it. Star Wars meet The Exorcist.
Oh, dude, I used to write all sorts of fan fiction when I was a teenager.
Oh, me too. I had a long-running fan fiction that I was just writing for myself and my friends. But I wanted to turn it into an actual thing. But
I would actually... you remember fanfiction.net?
Yeah.
I published a shit ton of stuff.
Was it... What fan fiction were you writing?
Dragon Ball fan fiction. I think I wrote a couple of Digimon fanfics.
Oh, now that's interesting. I have never heard anyone that write fan fiction for Digimon.
And
it's always Pokemon.
I think I wrote a Bleach one time, and I think I wrote a Kingdom Hearts fan fiction. I don't even remember all of them, to be honest with you, but people seem to like them. I got a bunch of good reviews, so.
See, I should have done that a lot. The only time I published a fan fiction, it wasn't on fanfiction.net. It was on Google Plus. Remember when that was the thing?
Yes, Google Plus, Google Hangouts. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I posted there, and it was a Goku versus Superman fight, and a lot of people seemed to like it. They didn't like my ending of it, or my decision on the winner, but they liked it. overall. It was a good one.
I think I had a fan fiction where Goten ended up in a romance with the daughter of Turles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I had my own Dragon Ball AF series that I never published at all. Because I really wanted to make that into a manga, but I never got around to it.
Because see,
never even finished it either.
The thing is, Goten is such a blank slate in the show. It was so easy to write fan fiction.
That's true. That's why GT Goten is top tier Goten.
I hate that. I hate that hairstyle.
A little bit much of them. Yeah, they did change the hairstyle up a little bit, but other than that, I like the idea that he's like, I just want to fuck bitches. It's simplistic, but it's something,
I mean, can you imagine like Goku's trying to train him, and then at some point Goten's like, "Dad, look, I just want to get laid."
That would be a really cool interaction between Goku and the way Goku's not smart, but he somehow figures it out. He's like, "Hey, look, if you're a good martial artist and you can show off your martial artist ability, you can snag a wife or something." And then that can kind of click with Goten a little bit, and Goku can be like, "Yeah, I can do that." My first fan fiction was a Naruto about my OC. He was the grandson of Madara Uchiha.
I have actually thought about doing, years ago, I thought about doing a fan fiction where you had like the grandson of Madara, or I think it was granddaughter is what I was thinking. The granddaughter of Madara, and then like the grandson of Tobirama. And they would get together.
Ooh, because Tobirama was an Uchiha hater.
Those damn fucking Uchiha.
Tobirama did nothing wrong. The Uchihas were a bunch of fucking traitors.
Hold up. Now, wait a minute. Now, I can defend Tobirama, but I mean, the Uchiha did fuck up at a certain point. But
yeah, exactly. If they're planning a coup against the Leaf Village, fuck them.
Here's the thing, though. I think a lot of people put onto Tobirama the stuff that Danzo did. I think
they do. Yeah.
So here's the thing. Tobirama never at any point said that he hated the Uchiha or that he wanted to destroy them. Not at any point did Tobirama say that once the village was founded. Now, before then, whatever, they were at war. Okay. But after the village was founded, he never at any point said that. Definitely never when he was the Hokage did he ever say that. All right. Tobirama said that he was cautious of the Uchiha, cautious of the Sharingan, and cautious of how little control they have over their emotions because their powers tie into their emotions.
Yeah.
So he was cautious of the Uchiha, which makes sense because, again, he's the fucking Hokage. He has to consider the safety of not just one clan, but the entire fucking village. Now,
he was a level 1 racist.
Now, given that he was a surface level racist, now, given that he was cautious about that, what did he do? He created the Uchiha police force. Tobirama created the Uchiha police force because he figured this is a good avenue for them to channel their powers into, to channel their emotions into. This will kind of, help them to control it. And he gave them power. Think about that. They were the head of the police force. He gave the Uchiha power. If he was really that racist against them, would he have given them power? No. He gave them power. The other thing is, and this is like the one thing that really just shuts down the whole argument, is one of his advisors, one of his students, and one of the people that was his students and also one of his closest advisors when he became
was an Uchiha.
Was an Uchiha.
Yes.
Kagami Uchiha, the ancestor of Shisui Uchiha. Now, keep in mind, when Tobirama was going to go fight the Gold and Silver Brothers, and he knew that he was probably going to die, and of course he did die in that fight, he had 3 people with him. He had Hiruzen, he had Danzo, and he had Kagami. And he was going to pick one of those three to be the next Hokage. Because remember, the original thing that he told them was, all right, one of us has got to go out there and be a decoy and sacrifice ourselves to ensure that the mission goes smoothly. And it was going to be one of the three students that offered themselves to be that sacrifice, not Tobirama himself. He always intended to be the sacrifice, but he was playing this up in order to see who was going to be the best candidate to take his place. And Hiruzen was the first one to offer himself up as the sacrifice. And then Tobirama said, okay, I'm going to be the sacrifice, but because you did that, because you were the first one to step up, you're the next Hokage. You're going to be the third Hokage. Now, keep this in mind. Any one of those three had the chance to become the third Hokage. If Kagami Uchiha had been the one to step up and say, I'll be the sacrifice, Tobirama would have made Kagami Uchiha the third Hokage.
Yes, yeah.
So if Tobirama really hated the Uchiha as much as everyone says, why would he give an Uchiha an equal opportunity to become third Hokage, the leader of the village?
So Danzo's the fucking racist of this whole village.
Danzo misinterpreted Tobirama's will.
Yeah.
Danzo's the fuck up, not Tobirama.
Fuck you, Danzo. I never liked Danzo.
Danzo's a piece of shit. Danzo is one of the worst fucking characters in that entire fucking universe. When Sasuke killed Danzo, I was one of the happiest fucking moments I had watching that entire show.
Did he want to have that fucking gay ass flashback of how he tried his best to be a good ninja for the Leaf Village? Fuck you, Danzo.
Yeah, Danzo's a piece of fucking shit.
Yes, he is.
Danzo actually is an actual fucking racist.
Yeah, he is. He turned the whole village on Naruto. A baby.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason why the village actually hates Naruto.
Yeah, because he let
it, this village something to hate.
He let it slip that Naruto is the Nine Tails.
Yeah.
When that was supposed to be a secret.
Yeah, he let it slip. With quotations.
But yeah, I'm tired of the fucking Tobirama hate. Fuck people that hate on Tobirama.
I never hated on Tobirama. I loved it. I always thought he was one of the coolest Hokages. I mean, his brother's cooler, but not by that much.
Well, yeah, his brother's stronger, but damn, look at all the stuff that Tobirama came up with. The Flying Raijin, the Uchiha police force, the Chunin exam, the Flying Raijin, Shadow clones, Edo Tensei. I mean, holy shit. Like, and people, I love when people say, oh, well, look at how the Edo Tensei was abused and stuff in the Fourth Great Ninja War. Tobirama came up with that. Tobirama came up with Edo Tensei in order to revive the dead so that living people wouldn't have to sacrifice themselves needlessly in war.
Yeah, it was a way to protect people.
Yeah.
He created it for good. Others like Orochimaru used it for evil.
Yeah. A lot of stuff Tobirama came up with was twisted and abused by people that came later on, like Danzo, like Orochimaru. But the original intent that Tobirama had was not evil.
Y'all motherfuckers don't know shit about Tobirama, man. He's innocent. He's the Trump of the Naruto universe.
We're going to make the Leaf great again.
Yeah, make the Leaf great again.
Yeah. Hashirama and Madara may have established the village, but Tobirama created most of the institutions that solidified the village.
Yes. My God. Well, anyway, I got to get going, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm about to end the stream too, because I actually was just planning to stream till 12, but fuck it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I got to get my car worked on here in a little bit. I will be, if you want to jump in for some internet drama, I actually am going to be talking about Nick Rekieta later today. I'm going to do another stream.
Oh, wow. When?
What time are you doing CG Church?
I'll probably be doing it around, oh, shit. Probably around 5. I want to do it in the morning, but I just didn't have time this morning.
5
So around
o'clock.
5-ish or 4-ish today, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that's fine because I'm probably not going to stream until like 8 or 9, something like that.
I'll try to make it. I might have something to do later on tonight. That's why I also planned it around 5. We'll see. But what's going on with Nick? What's going on with Nick now? Are you for Nick? Are you against Nick?
Oh no, I'm against Nick big time.
Okay.
But no, like he basically admitted to the cocaine, and yeah, I want to chat about that.
Yeah, apparently he did do that. I mean, I'm not against Nick. I'm not. I still like Nick. I just think that he's just going through some dark times now. That's all.
Nah, man.
I do wish the best on him for him.
When the stuff about the 9-year-old being testing positive for cocaine came out, I was done.
Yeah, I know a lot of people will be done after that, but I don't know. It's just I'm kind of like it is what it is. You know, like he's gonna.
I'm not
He's
saying
gonna get punished.
I'm not saying he can't get better, but his ego after all this, like he's gonna have to be punished if he's ever gonna get better.
Oh yeah, it's gonna happen. I just don't think it's. I know a lot of people want him to be. I ain't gonna say a lot of people. I ain't gonna say that. That's not 100% accurate. At least I don't think so. But I do. But there are people that want him in prison and want him to be.
I do think he needs to go to prison because I think that's the only thing that's going to make him stop.
Yeah, I think he's going to go to prison, but I don't think it's going to be long. Or he's going to have because it's his first offense. You know, usually when it's your first offense.
Oh,
as long as he plead, because I think he's going to also plead guilty. I don't think he's going to fight it.
Well, I think people were saying like he could go to jail for 25 years, and I told people, I said he's not going to go to jail for 25 years.
No, he's not,
because he's he will probably go to jail, but because he's a first offender, it's probably going to be like 1 to 2 years.
That's what I've been saying, and I even said even if he gets 1 or 2 years, he might not even serve that whole time.
Yeah, he could get on parole, but I think he needs to go to. First of all, he needs to go to prison to really wake up. Because if you look at his attitude after all this, it's very egotistical. And I've dealt with addicts before, and they don't stop until they hit rock bottom. So I think he needs to hit rock bottom. The other thing
sometimes
is
they don't stop at all.
I mean. You can look at some of the streams I've done on Ricada. I've got a sister and a mother like that are still doing this shit constantly. Yeah. I mean,
I got some people in my family like that too.
Dude, my sister, this was back in 2022, was in and out of jail 20 times in a year.
Jesus, man.
That's why I have so little sympathy for Nick, because I've seen
I understand. Before. I understand, dude.
The other thing is, it's like the kids don't need to be in that environment. Like the kids need to be taken out of that environment. And I understand the child custody system. I know it's not perfect, but it's the lesser of two evils, in my opinion. And the other thing is that, there was some people that were like blaming the kids for this, and I'm like, you people are fucking crazy. I mean, you people, I've just seen so many people sweeping for Nick when it's like, I just don't like it. Like, you can say you want him to get better, that's fine, but to try and like defend this shit is ridiculous. Yeah,
very understandable. Hopefully we'll get that help like once all this shit is over, because I just want to come back. I just want to be fine with his family and all that stuff. He's a smart guy, but hopefully he can have that self-reflection and make the change that he needs to make, I really just don't like some of the, I guess you could say, would-be friends and how they treated him throughout all this. But
I would say this about some of his quote-unquote friends. They enabled this shit.
You think Legal Mindset enabled this?
I think I think that they're well.
Because Legal Mindset was on that Baldo shit too.
I think that they knew that Nick was going downhill, and the thing is, they view Nick more as a financial lifeline, like more as a financial investment than an actual person. So I don't think they really cared.
And which fans are you referring to? Like all of them, or just like law tubers? Because it seems like the law tubers are the ones who would have like a financial interest with
I think it's
being friends with Nick.
I think it's mostly law tubers. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would say too. That's why I got like a bad taste in my mouth for a lot of them. A lot of the law tubers, not all of them. Mostly like Legal Mindset and that fat fuck. I forget his name.
Uncivil law.
Uncivil. No, not uncivil. That's the. No, not him. There's another one. He had a beef with Anna, that Star Wars girl, recently, and Anna got him kicked off of the Flashcast. I think his name's Sean, like his real name. Matter of fact, I think apparently Nick tried to impersonate as this law tuber like last week. Some fat guy with gray hair and a beard. Uncivil doesn't have a beard usually.
Well, also, and I know this is kind of sacrilege around these parts, but I did not like EVS's take on this when all the news came out.
A lot of people didn't.
I was like, this makes Comicsgate look really fucking bad.
Mm-hmm.
And there's actually a bit of an EVS update when it comes to his opinion on Nick Rekieta, and so I'm gonna talk about that a little bit tonight too.
All right. Well, if I'm not able to get on the stream, I will definitely at least be listening to it in the background.
Yeah, which I'll probably. I mean, I've got to do some stuff with my car, but if it's at 5:00, we might be done by then, and I'll try and hop on to CG Church.
Oh, definitely. You're definitely welcome.
Yeah. All right. Final thoughts on Daima before we get out of here.
I'm loving it. I am loving it. I like the third episode. I like that they had action. We got to see Goku fight and use actual martial arts and stuff. And also, what's his name?
Glorio.
Glorio fighting as well. I thought that was cool.
And then like the whole time Goku had a fucking burger, an Adam's family Burger King style burger in his mouth the whole time.
Yeah, that was great. That was charming. I love that. That's something Goku would do.
Yeah, it's
I like that.
It's nostalgic, man. Like it reminds me of old school Dragon Ball so much, and also it reminds me of GT.
Yeah, there's still some GT in this, and I like that because I like GT, but it's better. It's definitely better so far.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the next episode. They didn't really show her off much, but you kind of see in the background is like this masked girl. Pretty sure that's Pansy, and I think she's coming into the next episode.
Oh, I didn't notice that. I'm gonna have to go back and watch, which I do plan on doing at some point.
Yeah,
I watched episode 2 at least 3 times already. So,
but yeah, guys, I think that'll wrap it up. Let Ruby King go do his thing, and I'll call it a stream. I'll see you guys over on his stream later to what the fuck? Hold up, what the fuck is this? Meerkat says the boy who shook his head to the rhythm of "Shake Your Ass." Mystikai in the movie about a boy is the new Lex Luthor. This is going to be awesome. All right, you giving me something to look up later.
I never heard of this. But wait, the boy what?
But yeah, hold on. Let me actually, while I'm thinking about it, so I can get people to come over. Do you have your stream? Do you have it set up yet? Or
oh no, I haven't set it up yet. But I was going to set it up right after I hop off of the stream. I could probably do it right now. Hold up, because all I gotta do is just put a thumbnail on, and I don't do too much for CG Church yet. Let's see, StreamYard.
Yeah, because I'll link.
I don't know why my phone.
Yeah, if you get, I'll link in the chat. If not, I'll link your channel.
Yeah, just link my channel. That'll be easier.
yeah, let's see. So I need to like create a document and just have everybody's channels linked on there. I'm gonna have to. Let's see, where the fuck? Because you did a stream last night, didn't you?
Yeah, it was a great stream. I had a Ripetard on. It was a really fun stream.
Wait, which one do you have on?
His name is Taser Man.
Oh, you had Taser Man on.
Yeah, I had Taser Man on. He's a real hoot.
So I'm assuming he was on. There you go. I found your channel. I'm assuming he's on some bullshit then.
I would say yes, but Taser Man is kind of hard to read, but at the same time, not that hard. Like he's like, to me, it's like he's a Ripetard, but he's not 100% like a sheep in a way. He at least still kind of can think for himself.
You're saying we can save him?
I think Taser Man can be saved just a little bit, but not by much. He's kind of just like, you know, I'm on this side and you guys are on that side. Because it's like he says he sees what we're saying and he agrees with what we're saying, but he just can't kind of 100% like latch onto it because he's like, fuck CG, I'm on the Ripetard side. But it's like, but you're not a Ripetard though. You're kind of like fuck Eric July at the same time. He's like, fuck Eric July if he falls. If he falls, it'll fall.
So is it
is
it a situation where he just like it's the lesser of two evils in his mind?
I guess that's a good way to explain it. Yeah, it's just he's the lesser of two evils, definitely. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, you kind of have to watch it. I didn't get out as much as I wanted to because he came into the stream fucking late, but which was fine. But I wanted to get so much more out of him, and by the time I had to go, by the time I was going to try to get more out of him, I looked at the time. I was like, damn, I got to end the stream because I got other shit to do tonight. I got to watch a movie with someone.
Damn. Well, yeah. Maybe we'll save him. Maybe we'll see.
Maybe I was at one point in the stream. I was like, "What do we got to do to get you on on the CG side?" But I don't think he heard me because we were kind of talking over each other.
But yeah, guys, I posted Ruby King's channel in the chat. So yeah, go check him out. And yeah, when you're about to go live, I'll repost it on Twitter and my community tab and stuff because I do that whenever I go into somebody's show.
Yeah, well, that's cool. Thank you, man.
No problem.
Anyway, I gotta get going. You guys have a good one.
All right, you take care, man.
All right, peace.
All right, guys. Yeah, that's gonna wrap it up for this one. Daima episode 3, very GT-esque, lots of action, a lot of cool stuff, some lore drops. Apparently, the Kai stuff is confusing as fuck. Goku is nostalgic as fuck, and the Demon Realm is cool as fuck. And I cannot wait for Daima episode 4. That's gonna be awesome. I'll see you guys for that one. That should be coming out this Friday. We'll talk about it over the weekend and over next weekend. And yeah, tonight I'm going to try and hop into CG Church as long as we get the stuff done with my car before then, which I think we should. But I'm going to hop into CG Church over on Ruby King's channel. Go check that out. It's linked in the chat. That's going to be around 4 or 5 p.m. And then later tonight, I'm going to be coming back with another stream to talk about the Nick Rekieta updates. And it's going to get spicy. So I'll see you guys for that one later tonight as well. I'm going to get that stream set up. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this one. I will check you guys later. Y'all take care. Peace out.